Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We're bitching about whether or not things happen, but then I remind them that I made up this entire world and I am their god. Not really. Not really. You're gonna derail this so hard. I already know it, and I've just accepted that at this point. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pathfinder First Edition: The Monsters of Morgram in the Greater World of Intrantia. I am your not-so-humble GM, Trisky, and today joining me we have, from left to right on this overlay, we have Runt the Last, the goblin of the Frogbelt tribe of Southern Morgram. We have Chase Long, a chair, I guess. We have Aish, the kobold, who seems a bit too prim and proper for what you would expect, but hey. And then we have Marasmus, who seems even more prim and proper than what you'd expect. Oh, and also happens to be a giant glob of goop.
Schnief.
Who also appears to have a cold today, so that's going to be very interesting.
No, the air just smells very potent today. It smells sour like egg. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Yes, addendum to being called a chair, I guess. I guess that means I'm Schrodinger's chair.
Who's...
Am I a chair?
Is it a chair?
Are you a chair or aren't you a chair?
What's in the chair? It's what matters.
Yeah. Are you a chair? What is this? Why is it pointing a sword at me? Help.
Why does it have a mouth?
I have a question.
Oh, God.
If I put a cat inside a Chase, and if she closes herself, would it be dead or alive? We wouldn't know until we open it.
It depends on whether or not she leaves air holes.
Is it vor or not?
No! Alright, this is not the conversation anymore. Moving on. To quickly summarize last session for everyone who may not have seen the video or is just arriving, this lovely party just recently dealt with the aftermath of the death of Runt's oldest brother, Turk. And basically, this resulted in them being sent, mainly Runt, but the rest of you voluntarily going along, because Runt is the only one who is basically at the whim of this tribe. It's being sent out southeast to go check out the very important religious site of the Frogbelt tribe, the Shrine of the Frog God, who is a primordial god that the goblins of Morgram in the swamplands at least worship. They went there and checked basically all of the buildings and found nothing. Completely empty, as if scrubbed clean. And then they got to the actual shrine in the shape of a giant frog's head. And there they found the corpse of a man, a human man, and they also found on him an emblem with a strange symbol that none of them were able to decipher. And after realizing that there were a bunch of poison dart frogs on the ceiling, the kind that quite literally shoot darts of poison, not just the ones that are poisonous, they proceeded out of the shrine and were met by, just to show it to everyone again, this blood-red world around them as the terrain morphed and changed to that of this. And with that in mind, the party very promptly headed back. Aish, since he had to jump out at the very last moment, was actually still at the tribe. And so, Aish, I'm going to be sending you a note in a moment for things that you already know are going on when they arrive back.
Right.
But in the meantime, I would ask, is there anything that, after all of this, Chase, Marasmus, and Runt are discussing on the way back?
I think Runt's focus is just to get back to let people know, and if they have questions, he'll answer, I guess.
I think, if I remember correctly, I'm colorblind, right? I don't really perceive
colors.
Yeah, are you colorblind?
Oh yeah, you are as well, just like Marasmus.
Yeah, so I'm probably I'm gonna be confused why Runt
I
is a
mean,
little more.
At the very least, you and Marasmus both heard all of the frogs rhythmically chanting at very loud volumes. So something that was still weird for you, but you don't know
I
about the
can't
blood.
imagine what that sounds like.
Hell.
Oh,
Frog
good.
hell.
We didn't start the fight.
Basically. But I would assume Runt would let you guys know after the awkward conversation where you're like, what, you can't see it? Are you blind?
Yeah.
Basically. So any I'm trying to pad for time so I can write this note to Aish. This is me asking you to roleplay, you nerds. Yeah, get your.
All right.
I'm waiting for initiative.
We're doing combat. We're fighting each other now.
All right.
You're just going to be Daisy Dukes. You're going to punch each other.
Oh, well, this clan of the strong man. I can't wait to go ahead and happen to stumble across it. Should be an interesting group of fellows, but clearly a dangerous one of what my noble research will happen to pick up on. Which for the... Go on.
Goblin friend, Goblin ami, have you any idea what this chanting is about?
No, that's never really happened. But we need to get back and make sure everything's going all right.
Yes, we better get going. This is some serious magie going on.
This never happened before, and kind of concerning. And the fact that it all went red was really, really concerning. Also, there's nothing there. Yeah, it was red.
Pardonnez-moi, but what is exactly red?
Oh, red. That's what red is.
Yes, but what is it? Is it like is it a
flavor?
Is it like a thing? Is it like a emotional state? Is it like a...
It's a color.
What? What is a color?
It's a color.
Oh, Chase, you've never heard of those before. Well, granted, I've never seen them either. But basically, what I've heard from people calling them is that you could describe them off of emotions, seemingly. I've heard one of the people describe red as anger or hot.
Shit, is that true?
That's what I'm able to pick up. People say that my magic is, sometimes red when I go ahead and cast my burning hands. Well, burning goop, I guess I should say. As he does like a little prestidigitation and like a little flame appears on top of them.
Wouldn't it just be lava at that point?
Just red.
Flaming hand turns into lava touch.
Turns
into a flaming arrow.
To help you identify what color red is. You know that stuff that comes out of people when you hurt them and make them go dead, like
the slightly the very dark stuff. I believe.
Yeah. That's red. That's a dark red. My shirt. That's my cloth. That's a shade of red.
All right, we're not going to get into the entire conversation where you explain what the concept of shades of color is.
We're desperate for Patty, but not that much.
Yeah, not that much. I think we are all set at this point as this conversation keeps going on, and assumedly
riveting
you go
conversation about red.
a riveting conversation about color, shades, red, and blood goes on as you all slowly make your way back, mostly because Marasmus is at like half speed. You're gonna need to find a motherfucker a mount at some point.
I don't think I get exhausted, so I can just dash, I think, at normal speed, so you guys would be walking, but I'd be like...
You know what we could do? You know what we could do instead of getting him a mount? put him in a bucket and just put him on Chase. And tell Chase to turn into like, do you know those like merry-go-round little ponies?
God damn it.
Just get Chase to turn into one of those to gallop away.
Time to multi-class the Cavalier? What?
Yes.
I'm going to multi-class into Mount. Alright.
Chase,
So-
do it, please. It'll be hilarious.
Alright, as we get back to the village, you all hear some obvious heated chatter off in the distance. You can't really make out anything it says. It is in bestial common, you can gather that much, but you can't make out any of the details other than what sounds like accusatory language off in the distance. And as you finally get back, as you finally get back to the town center, you can see this scene folding out in front of you.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Quietly speak to myself, oh, what did he do now?
You hear Gosgol's rather brash thing like, "We didn't do nothing. Why is y'all here accusing us?"
Nah, he wasn't referring to his kin. He is referring to the one they had left behind.
So you, I'm going to gather everyone wants to try and listen in on this conversation. Unless you're just gonna very verbosely walk up, would you do a perception check for me?
It's Runt would just verbosely walk up
All
I'm
right.
just going to do as
because he has information to give. So
I'll try to more approachly go up. So would it be all right if I roll perception?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna be like moving up to here. It's since I'm slow,
Yeah.
Got 14.
Yeah, you can hear it. All right. Like if you lose concentration, you'll miss some words, but as long as you're concentrating, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll stay back here.
See.
Perception check. It should be right next to profession.
Linguistics, right? Right under.
Up right.
Perception is right under linguistics. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow.
One.
Chase is absolutely having a rough time morphing her mimic shape into even having an ear at this point.
Yep.
The voices of Chase's parents are the schizophrenic delusions. Are
Chase
kind
is
of
having an
techno.
existential crisis right now about her family.
Oh no.
Meanwhile,
Oh no.
Aish,
Maman.
meanwhile, is over in Genmother Tuka's house over here, and is basically being kept at bay by the mother, rather insistent that he stay inside.
Oh, hello, Mother Turok. Well, Mother Turok, what may I ask is going on outside?
Something they don't need to get involved in.
Yeah, I can guess that, but...
They're yelling again.
Oh, well.
Calm down, Pick.
Well, I wouldn't say to be too bad harsh to him, Turok. He's not... The boys only just saying they're shouting.
It's no big worry. Just stay here. You start mixing that. She points at a cauldron.
Rightio, I have made a potion before, but it exploded.
Well, you best not do that here, or you'll get smacked. She holds up the ladle.
Well, as long as I don't actually get any herbal medicine, I should be fine.
And swapping the focus back over. So basically, Runt very verbosely walks up. None of the goblins are surprised at all by you being there because it's a big old thing. You notice as you walk up, very specifically, these three right here seem to be more armored. They're part of the hunting party. And they seem to be more combat-oriented goblins of your tribe. You know them as, the warrior hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
they are all behind. The other ones, these guys with a pointing avatar and the ones with the sticks, are just, local tribals.
Right.
They aren't, as combat trained. And then you have Gosgol himself up here and his blood frog, Blub. And you overhear the conversation basically as such. We didn't do nothing. You Take tribesmen. Hey, you're speaking nonsense again. I never understood these toad people. You understand anything they're saying, Blub? Croak. Yeah, I thought not. We keep telling yous for the 100th time, we ain't got any idea where your toad gets his. Blood frog mucus found at scene. You see this scene of 5 boggards similar to the ones you saw earlier, all standing there, and one in the middle who's quite obviously the authority figure amongst them, and she's pointing at Blub the frog, the blood frog, very accusingly. And the other ones are there. The tension in the air is quite palpable. Everyone has hands on their weapons. They're not raising or firing anything yet, but it feels like a just like any sort of ignition could set off this flame.
So without real indignation as to what's going on, and like not really processing the accusation, Ren's just gonna call out to Gazgul, "Hey, Chief!"
Hey! Ron, what are you doing, you idiot?
It's all shit down there.
What?
It's
Wait.
all gone.
Wait, gone?
Ain't nothing down there except for the huts.
Wait, they've been stripped clean?
It's all gone.
bastards. And bastards.
It's also red.
What?
And
This-
then
when he
meanwhile
turns
in the
around.
background I hear red. What is red?
Red. What
Yet
could you
more
mean?
existential crisis.
What could you mean? All the red. What could you mean?
I just imagine fucking Chase looking at like an artist's color palette and just seeing different shades of gray and just like crying.
It's the Kill Bill scene where it goes.
How can I make happy little accidents if I don't know which one to pick?
In my
Which
mind, I just see,
one's the most accident like?
in my mind, I just see. Do you know in Call of Duty where the Woods? No, it's not Woods. Mason's going for like the anesthesia with the numbers. I just see that in front
Where
of
are the
Chase.
numbers, Mason? Except where are the colors, Mason?
What do they mean, Mason? What do they mean, Mason?
God damn. But at saying it's all red, Gazgul turns and looks at Runt, and his eyes sort of flare. And then he turns back around to the boggers. He's just like, "Look, we got our own problems to deal with here. Something's amiss. Not leaving until justice."
What's going on here?
They're saying that a couple of their gits got done grabbed up. They're accusing us of doing it because apparently they found some blood frog mucus or something. But Blub's
And
been with
that's
me the whole time.
Isn't that some kind of like poison?
Yeah, it's like somebody must have heard one of the blood frogs. They
Yeah,
talking
but, like,
blood.
But like, isn't Blub? Well, there is more Blub, but Blub ain't leaving town in who knows how long.
Yeah, there are other blood frogs out there. You got the wrong one. Not seen other blood frogs. Must be. And then just the boggard here holds up their hand and points straight at Blub again.
I'm gonna cautiously walk around the warriors.
They let you
Excuse
through.
me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
They let you through somewhat confusedly, but they let you through.
Now listen here. We've been busy trying to deal with our own. Maybe it was those Longshanks came in for us not too long ago.
Shanks.
That they got pale skin and they talk weird. I told your people to tell you about him. Did they not?
The boggard tilts their head, seeming to try and process something, and then seems to come to a realization. Humans.
What's that?
Humans. Man people. And then the next thing you notice is that the boggard turns to the others, and in their what you natively refer to as toad speak, talk amongst themselves. It's basically just a bunch of different sounding croaks and groans.
As they're talking, I'm going to turn to Gazgul and tell him, yeah, so inside the big old frog monolith type thing, there's a dead human. There was a dead Longshanks, but all the dart frogs are on the roof, and they were like singing, and then everything went red.
Confirms it. Oi! Punt! He just screams out and... Very slowly, the dented head shape of Punt follows along behind here and comes up. The blood has spilled. Punt just sort of looks at him for a moment, and you still can't read Punt at all to this day, even after working with her for so long.
I would assume Gobbles just has a natural affinity of reading people, just silently judging them.
Punt, all you can see is that Punt is just staring at Gazgul, and then at some point, she like spins on her heel and runs back to her hut. She plays the war trumpet as Twitter notifications go off.
Has the dude been? So if people didn't hear it, somebody played the skeleton doo-doo.
That is my Twitter notification.
War cry.
That was the sound of our people.
The blood spill. The blood spill.
That was perfectly timed. Oh my god.
Suddenly, skeleton goblins rise all around you, and spooky, scary skeletons begins playing a little bit too late
the
for
goblins
Halloween.
just start T-posing.
As the skeletons form themselves, they pat their head to make sure it's attached.
One checks for the trombone, but it's missing.
I'll use prestidigitation to make it snow to get Mariah Carey in here.
No!
Oh my god!
I summoned
damn
the
it.
Eldritch Being.
It's not even fucking October.
It doesn't matter.
I summoned the Eldritch Being, Mariah Carey.
We're not going to have summoners summoning pop figures, okay? I absolutely and utterly refuse.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Anywho.
Can I summon Harpy Carey?
Shut the fuck up. We're bringing the focus back. No, we're not bringing sexy back. We're bringing the focus back to the scene going on here as the boggards, previously having talked amongst themselves, suddenly stop and point at Runt. Or at least the main figure points at Runt. You seek.
Picking his nose. Huh?
You seek.
I looked at Gazgul.
He shrugs.
What's that?
What the hell these people saying? What the hell do you bloody mean? You seek the lost. We stay.
Did he just tell me what to do like that?
I think you just did. What?
Shit.
Are you a he or a she or... Shut up.
They. Runt is just indifferent to.
And Krablar. High warrior priest. There's lots of, like, very silent moments in between Karablar speak. Meanwhile, we swap back to Chase Long and yet more existential crisis occurs. You're like Marasmus is typing out something to say. Gender pronouns of frog humanoids are very important.
The more
They
you
identify
know.
as croak.
Yeah.
I'm taking that gender pronoun. All right.
Okay.
I'm using that for Erasmus.
To be fair, Runt has no idea what they identify as, so he just assumes that all.
Yeah, just like all them southern hicks, you just assume, don't you?
Yeah, but he's assuming all of the boggarts are just he's unless corrected, in which case he will respect the correction. But until then, he's respectful, but he's an asshole.
Yeah. He's a respectful asshole. It's an
Mhm.
oxymoron.
Yeah.
And he is kind of an oxymoron.
More of the moron.
Hostile DM? That's a hostile DM right there. I'm reporting you.
What's... Wait, hold up a moment. I'm
You
going back
trash
on my
and dog
claim.
water?
Hey, Run, what's your intelligence?
My intelligence. Would you believe me if I told you it was 15?
That is one dumbass to me, I guess. No. All right.
No.
DM
Moving on.
backfire. I'm surprised nobody's responding to what I'm doing in chat.
We can't see you. Oh my god. We can't see you.
Spicy stew and everything being made as Tuka's
Reach
just
at you,
directing
moron.
you and at
Well,
everything.
to be fair, we are across the pond. We can hear
Yeah.
more than.
They can't really... You hear muffled anything from this scene, if at all, and that's only when
Just like
people
in
raise their
between the long
voices.
pauses, it just all you hear is like someone singing in the distance, cooking a pot.
They probably hear...
And they're just like, okay, what's that noise? Turns to my direction and they just start smelling the stew I'm making.
Smells like shit.
Okay.
Must be
fuck off.
Tuka's cooking. Smells
Hold
like
on,
shit.
let-
Must be Tuka's cooking. Like
Hold on, is there a
everyone
cooking?
else in the tribe that isn't related to Tuka who has ever tried her cooking, verbosely just says it's shit.
Hold on, what would be classed as cooking? Crafting, right?
Professional
I think
chef.
there's profession chef. Yeah, it's its own thing.
Where's chef?
It's under its own profession tab.
It's a good
You would have to
movie
add
made
it
by John
explicitly.
Favreau.
Oh, I just have profession.
Runt has profession chef, believe it or not.
I'm just gonna do profession job.
Well,
I rolled
no.
that right.
No, not that 20. That's an 18.
Yeah,
You are very proficient at following her exact directions, or else you get the ladle.
no, I was just cooking just all wild. She's cooking up something. She didn't give me instructions. She just said to cook.
He's cooking
she
hot
did?
water.
She did give you instructions. It's just you discarded them after a while.
And then she smells it. It's like, can I get recipe? Improvements.
Yeah.
No, she more tend to steal it after a ladle.
Yeah.
Seems like
Ru-
Mama Tuka.
Swinging everything back to what's relevant.
Yeah.
'Cause we've gotten quite off
So,
track. Anything to say,
I
Chase?
guess to hopefully speed things up, I'm gonna move over to Marasmus and basically I need to get my soul I need to get my soul off this sudden crisis I'm having about this whole color discussion that I was having with you just now. So do we just approach should we approach the fellow tribes the tribesmen over there, or do you think our good friend is having this diplomatically under control?
Well, considering that they haven't attacked yet, I think it'd be well. I'm not sure if we should approach them. Maybe we should go ahead and make our way over to Mama Tuca's place. Why did I turn Spanish? Oh.
Oh, my son. Oh, let us run ye.
we might want to go ahead and wait for him over there, so that way we don't get or interrupt anything. How are you good at sneaking, Chase?
Let me see if I can. Do I have something in the? I believe
There is I believe a sneak or stealth skill.
Stealth.
Stealth.
Stuff for Rooney.
It isn't that hard. Just go ahead and follow me. And Erasmus, he goes ahead and shifts into bog colored water and just slips into the water. Just bloop. Which
Okay.
I will give I'll give a stealth check.
I guess I'll do a stealth check as well. Let's see. I didn't have it ticked off on my box, so it's not a proficiency, but I'll try my best. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Chase just still rocked by this existential crisis.
I'm just kind of submerging myself in the water in misery.
Yeah, just splish.
Right behind you.
Chase is still
Your stealth is awful, and everyone obviously knows you're there, but they're sort of focused on the situation and don't seem to care very much.
So we're basically in the bog water for no reason whatsoever. We're basically just vibing and swimming.
Yep.
They're having this important discussion and in the background you see us basically just.
Did you just see me look out the window? Just casually, it's like, what the hell is out there? Just
funnily enough, the warrior priest notices shit all.
By the way, let's go Chase Master himself.
Wait, who's the chief? Who's the chief?
The priest Kroblar is the main boggard figure. The fancy one with the in a circle.
I can't see there.
So would that mean that Runt notices Chase but not Marasmus then, since I still beat him?
Yep.
Wait. Let me just roll perception real quick to see if I do actually notice something. Wait, hold on.
You notice a wall, for you are inside.
No, I got windows because I can.
You notice nothing, for you rolled a nat 1.
You stare into the soup. The soup stares back.
I stare into the void.
He's currently having his own existential crisis over the soup that he's preparing.
The soup is delicious. I must.
As Marasmus is going through the bog water, he casts Ghost Sun to play Fortunate Son.
Oh, fuck off.
Burnow!
God damn it. You motherfucker.
Marasmus may be a gentleman, but he's been through war.
He's been through the crisis twice.
Alright. Yeah, we get about here. Continue the talking.
Yeah. So basically at this point, what's going on is Kroblar is pointing at Runt and saying, you go find the lost. We stay here. Also, I am now showing this dude. I am now no longer showing the dude.
No, give us back the dude. It's the important character of the series. We can't just abandon him.
Dude. But yeah, that's all that the boggart is saying to you. You find the lost, we stay here.
Okay.
And that's all that Runt knows, basically.
I'm going to say one thing.
Well,
if we get a pet skeleton, I'm naming it Dude.
We out of character. That's kind of core-line. That kind of falls on the side as to what I'm currently doing, doesn't it? It's also something else we need to do while because Runt's out for blood as well. But if they find the boggart, that's a plus.
Basically, as far as you're aware, finding these boggards isn't any one of the things that Gosgol really necessarily wanted you to do in the first place. You were going to go to the Boggart Village to talk to them, but it seems they came to you. So that mission is sort of moot, and you're back at sort of
Square one.
aimless. Minus figuring out what the fuck is going on with all the red that your companions don't seem to understand.
I noticed just Marasmus come through. Oh, hello, Marasmus.
I've seen war, you know. As he goes ahead and slides over near the pot.
I just imagine Erasmus voluntarily popping up to the window, just like you can see the monocle itself squint as if he's like furrowing his eyebrows, and he's just like, I've seen war, you know, and then he just like slips underneath and like slides underneath the windows.
Here, I think this bowl of stew should help.
Oh, let me go ahead and try it. As you probably just stick it on top of his head, and it just slowly melts down into.
No,
his...
I just.
You gotta be a proper host. Give them a proper portion. Tuca takes an entire bowl and just like drops it on.
Tuca, that's 2 bowls.
Is it like scalding hot fucking soup? Right? It's just. And
it's not hot, but your perception of it is that if I had taste buds, this would be atrocious.
Well, thank you. I guess my cooking's terrible with a nat 20.
Well, I mean, your cooking is terrible regardless because Tuca's directing you.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's just like, oh yeah, I can blame her.
Yeah.
This is my inner monologue. It's just like, I can
blame Runt's mom.
Because it's like just an inside story inside of the Ace's head. It's just complete madness. There is no conceptualized thinking. It's just all over the place. Do you know like the SpongeBob scene when it's just all on fire? The SpongeBobs are running around all over the place throwing everything. Imagine that.
Where's the name? Forget everything except fine dining and breathing.
Fine dining.
Oh boy. So Guzgul turns to Runt at this point and he's just like, I think they want you to go find them missing blokes.
Where are they going to be at?
I have no clue.
Ah, shit.
They lost hunting expedition southwest. They just sort of like point over your shoulder in that general direction, Runt.
How long ago did they go missing?
Not back 2 days. Miss curfew. Bad children.
Are they all your children?
Am children of tribe. Kroblar just sort of points at Guzgul and says, housing. What? Housing. Are you just trying to boss me around? You know I'm the chieftain, right? Housing. Alright, you know what? Fuck it, I don't even care enough. Just sort of like leads them into his hut. And it's about the end of it.
He's just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Just get in.
I'll walk over to Blub. Hey, Blub.
Croak.
Hey, Chase, roll survival.
It wasn't you, was it?
Croak.
I thought so. Sorry for doubting you.
Croak.
All right.
Chase, roll survival for.
Okay.
You just taste something searing hot touch you.
Is this red? Is this what red is?
And I'm no. In character, I just respond. What are you on about?
What are you even doing to her?
I just put a bowl of stew on her.
The bowls, for reference, are very dirty brown.
What? You just went insanely robotic.
The bowls are dirty brown.
The bowls are brown.
You
Not
mean
red.
Dark gray. You mean dark gray.
I think Trixie might be lagging a bit because his mic's got AWire.
It's only on you, mate.
You.
No, you're lagging.
Oh dear.
Good job.
Oh dear. Let me fix that.
That would be
Delete System 32.
the only appropriate response.
Tyler commits suicide. System 32 is gone.
All right, Aisha's been deleted from existence.
I have ascended to yonder the void plane.
Hey.
The freak plane.
So Merasmus, you were able to get a bit of the conversation. You know the basic gist of it. Chase has no fucking clue because of her existential crisis. Are you letting either of them in, or are you just keeping this to yourself and laughing at them on the inside?
Okay, Merasmus isn't like an asshole. Okay, I don't know his
I'm the only
personality.
asshole in the party.
So as well as, I think we're all assholes in our own unique way. So there.
I mean, you did randomly murder the first adventurer party of like bandit dudes that you came across when they didn't even do anything to you with no provocation.
They were in the swamp.
Hey, Merasmus scared them away. Okay, the survivors.
Merasmus was like the only one trying to be nice. The rest of you motherfuckers attacked them. And counterpoint to you, Ron, the giant leeches are in the swamp too, yet you didn't kill them, now did you, motherfucker?
They're native.
Question: Is this the one at the is this the one at the altar, or is this the other group?
The first group, the one that you were.
Oh yeah, the guys in the session
Yeah,
one.
we're gonna point the fingers at them, at Merasmus, and bloody what's the character's name? Bloody Runt, right? But what about Chase eating a head straight off a live body?
Yeah,
Wait, no, was that Merasmus or was that Chase? Hold on.
Chase
that was
did it.
Chase.
Oh
Chase.
my god!
I ate a
Yeah.
head in mid-air.
It makes her territorial.
You know what?
Chase, in spite of her demeanor, Chase is in fact metal as fuck.
just insert a paint, just a drawing of Chase, like drawn with full rock concert equipment.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Just the embodiment
Spikes
of
and
Ozzy
all.
Osbourne.
See Osborne look.
Chase would probably be like one of those H.R. Geiger chairs that they because I went to the H.R. Geiger Museum and there's a cafe where the chairs look like metal AF. It looks like it comes from like an alien spaceship.
Oh George.
Damn Chrome.
She's the Game of Thrones throne.
So as of right now, let me get us back onto point a little bit. Fucking Aish, Merasmus, and Chase are in a dead mother Tuka's house.
Yeah.
And
Merasmus was going to let him know.
Yeah. All right. So you're letting them know what's going on.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah.
So,
Well-
what's going on over there?
Well, apparently what's going on is that a rival tribe is, well, not a rival, but neighboring tribe is quite upset with our tribe, accusing us of, well, not us, but one's tribe of getting rid of or making some of their members disappear. And so they've seemed, would I have been there to hear that they tasked Runt to go and get them?
I think you wandered off before that.
Yeah, you wandered off before.
Yeah. Well, yes, it appears that there's a little bit of a tribal debacle there. It hasn't escalated, luckily, but let's see how it goes.
Well, that makes no sense because I don't remember seeing the chief or the frog leave. So, is there any other possible consistency? Like humans could be involved here.
Oh, I'm not quite sure exactly, but perhaps what would humans need for, well, kidnapping potentially frog folk?
Well, there's multiple things you could do. Slavery, understanding tributations, understanding culture, documentation, dissection, learning of language, learning how to find them.
I mean, the
hunting
local
them.
wildlife finds the toads quite tasty.
Well, as Peck said, they could just be hungry.
I
Was it Peck that said that?
don't think toad would taste that good though.
Well, everyone's got their own taste.
I don't know what the humans is like. I think they just weird, all dangly and pale colored.
They are tall, yes. They can be very not something you realistically want to go.
I don't care to go against any of that. I just like helping Mama cook. That's right.
Oh, Peck, I forgot. Do you want some?
You look over to Peck and then realize that there are already 2 empty bowls next to him.
God damn, Peck, when did you grab those bowls?
You wasn't paying attention.
Oh, yes, that's right. I was kind of deep staring at the stew.
You looked like you was having a bit of a problem there. I don't think I'd be able to help. I got my own demons.
It's fine. It's just old memory.
Tuka turns to all of you and is just like, all right, that's enough cooking. Out with all of you.
Oh, okay. Out we go.
Yes, ma'am.
And assumedly, Runt, where are you heading after he basically leads all of the boggards back into the tent?
All I see is gobbles.
I think Rent would sit here for a minute trying to think of what could be southwest. Because he travels a lot, and he has a good grasp of the area. He's trying to think of what areas the boggards would use to hunt. And this is a full process, like one of those... He's one of those people that can't think and talk
Would
and walk and
you roll for me a...
Intelligence?
It's going to be something like a knowledge history.
History, geography, nature...
History or geography would both apply, nature would not.
Okay, geography would be better for me.
You have not been far enough southwest to really know that. Most of your hunting has been to the northern and eastern regions. Okay. So that's sort of like a sphere that the tribe hasn't really bothered with too much lately. Your knowledge is that, I mean, it's still swamp down there. That's basically it.
What about the hunters? Are still here, right?
The who?
Hunters.
You mean the
hunting tribe, the hunting party.
Oh yeah, the hunters of your goblin tribe are right next to you.
Yeah. I'll turn around. Hey.
Yeah.
What's down that southwest parts?
Oh no, we don't hunt there.
Shit. Alright. I think after getting that tatted bit of information, he would gather gobbles and I guess go towards meeting up with everyone.
Right, so we're a bit of a regroup here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need them Steam notifications going off, goddamn. Yeah. So the next thing you know, you're getting kicked out, and about at this time is when Runt starts walking back over.
Runt will look visibly confused as to what's south. Like he just looks like something's wrecking his brain.
Or Erasmus. Can't have more of the soup that he can identify would be atrocious, but you luckily lack taste buds to actually taste it.
Good soup.
Good soup as the bowl floats in the middle of you.
Alright. We turn our attention. Well, Erasmus turns his attention over to Runt. So, what appeared to be the problem there, dear chap?
Well, the boggards, they lost some people too. They specifically picked me. I don't know why. Picked me to go look for, and I vaguely know where they might be. Listen, I don't want to assume anything, but y'all look like y'all have nothing to do. Y'all want to come?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Yeah, this is an honor. This is the height of honor and beauty it seems to me that not just this tribe, but another tribe is in trouble, and it is important to me as a honorable warrior of beauty to uphold the law everywhere.
Well, it's better than staying around here and doing nothing.
Well,
Except that
we've shared some experience together, fighting off the back where we found Chase, so seems only encourageable. We should continue together, right?
Alright, Run's going to tell Gobbles to wait there and walk past everyone to go inform his mother because he doesn't want to get the mentality of you need to check in every time you come home.
You go in, you talk to her a little bit, you inform her, and the next thing that the rest of the party sees is you walking out with like a red lump on your forehead, but approval nonetheless. She ladles you again and then says, "Get out of here. Go do it."
Comes out grumbling. Beck's asleep again.
I think my internet might be dying.
Everyone is robot.
Everything is a robot to me. I think my internet might be dying.
As I'm leaving, I will shout, "Peck's asleep again," and run.
Let him sleep! Alright,
Okay.
I gather you guys are going to start doing... Is there anything else you guys want to do while you're still around this area?
Hold on, can I prepare anything? That'd be wise to check my spells.
Yeah.
No, everything's prepared.
Well, I think Runt will ask the boggards and see what kind of important things we should keep an eye out for the southwestern region.
We should.
If you can get a hold of them.
Alright, yeah, you're going to go over to the boggards and inquire about stuff.
I'm gonna wander over towards Runt.
As you sort of approach, you hear like some heated debate about some subject completely unrelated to what's going on inside. It's like they're talking about, I don't know, Yahtzee or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Hold on. Jesus Christ.
But as you interrupt them, Krablar points to one of the other boggards and says, "Go, show." And one of them steps out and basically bids you to follow them.
Okay.
So we get a guide.
And with that in mind, this boggard begins leading you out of the village towards the southwest, assuming you don't do any last things before you scoot.
Okay, I'm just gonna, in character, I'm just gonna open up my bag and just quickly raffle through my stuff, seeing if I got stuff to use in case shit goes hits the fan.
You have whatever you have in your inventory.
No, just in characters, like it's a character's just double checking,
just
like,
double
make sure
checking
everything's
stuff.
there.
And then you all head out.
I just realized that for some reason my inventory's got 2 fucking light crossbow bolts. What the fuck? No, it's gone free. Hold on. Where's these come from?
You can figure that out on your own. There is this boggard there leads you southwest.
There we
It
go.
is
Fixed it.
more notably west than south, the direction they're generally leading you. So for the stream, just to show you the general direction the party is going, Frogbelt Village is this little mound right here. And you are all headed roughly this direction. Oh,
So
not that
heading-
far.
Okay.
West south. You're heading like west southwest.
Do I start a song?
I know a song to get on everybody's nerves. No, the boggard seems to be like
Erasmus?
croaking the whole entire time.
Erasmus, can I ask a favor of you?
Depends.
Do you know any music?
Besides the jiggles of the cable, maybe. Let me go ahead and think for a moment. And
I'm just basically starting some competitions as we travel.
I just imagine
Interesting.
Erasmus all of a sudden is just like, oh yeah, I remember music. Drops the bass, dubstep, wobbles.
He is the whoop whoop.
He is the wobbles.
Are you
He jiggles.
Trisky? Are you actually all right if I roll like knowledge nobility to see if I can pull up some fancy and see if Erasmus
Yeah, go
knows
ahead.
fancy ass music?
Go
All right.
ahead.
17.
Oh,
Awesome.
Merasmus, you have some strange visions in your head. Question mark. But you recall a strange sort of local tune humming about the king and queen and the throne and something like that, and it roughly sounds like the fucking British national anthem.
Oh, you have to go and mock me, don't you?
Erasmus will go ahead and.
I'm not British, I'm Welsh. We have a different national anthem.
I'm not targeting it at you!
Erasmus is
Jeez,
going
not
to
everything's
use-
about you, Aish!
It's like, well,
Sod yourself in.
well, I think I know one little ditty. Let me go ahead and try something real quick as Erasmus jiggles a bunch, and he begins casting ghost sounds to go ahead and pick up different volumes of music and, basically make it the British national anthem, apparently, but more like, of an a cappella or something like that.
Yeah, it's like an
What
acapella
is the
version of
British
something that
anthem?
sounds vaguely like the British national anthem.
So a good question I need to ask. We're traveling through the forest, and then suddenly there is sounds playing.
Yeah, let me do something real quick.
Oh god, everyone get the dice ready.
You've doomed us.
Everyone get the dice ready, get the dice ready, get the dice ready.
Alright, I would like you all to roll a, stealth check. Merasmus, roll it at disadvantage.
Woo!
Oh no, what have I done?
Ron's passed.
I need to.
Okay, stealth check.
Okay, H definitely has not passed.
How do
Ron
you-
already rolled it, you don't need to roll it again.
That's Gobbles.
How do you roll
uh,
at disadvantage?
You
I
don't.
mean, you could just
there's
roll it twice and take the
empties.
worst.
Oh, okay. I'll take the 2.
Yeah, okay, let me, pull this up real quick, because this is quite relevant.
Oh no.
So I want to, as this is going on, it's quiet. He's listening to the bugger talk. He's listening to the surroundings, and then suddenly all of his attention is focused on the song, and he's like, "Shh."
And the song, I either Merasmus cuts the song short or keeps playing it. It's up to you.
I don't think it affects the stealth roll, even if I failed. Yeah.
Turn it off.
Yeah, he turns it off. It's just like, oh, sorry about that.
Oddly enough, what you notice rising out of the water is a familiar wiggling shape nearby you. And then more. And more.
Oh fuck.
But they're really fucking slow.
Oh,
And
God.
I want the people who succeeded at least a 14 on their stealth check, so that would be Chase and Runt, to roll me a perception check. All right, you know what it is. Chase is clueless though. This is a leech swarm. And they are slowly rising out of the water, attracted by noise for some reason, not blood and smell.
They just want to
They
dance.
felt the
Because-
vibration of the water
Because random encounter roll tables are really funny and make sense.
so they could have felt the vibrations, and some leeches
Yeah.
are movement based.
Nah, they just want to come and rave.
Yeah, they start dancing out of the water towards Merasmus.
We just a dance spell ensues.
And so Runt notices this, the rest of you don't. As let me just get I'm just gonna pull up, I think I still have the old map.
Okay, do I have magic missile? Yeah, I got magic missile, right?
No, I don't still have it. Oh well.
I got battle.
Map. Do you start running away from the swarm of leeches, or do you stick around?
Me as a player,
Because
me as a person, I know.
I will say right now, when they are not in water, they have a movement speed of 5.
5 feet.
So you're not actually really in any danger unless you voluntarily move towards them.
Me just slowly.
Okay.
Where are they at in our position? Are they on our path or?
They are coming up behind you.
Let's just leave them be.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should just leave them.
You continue playing this music, and then there's just this swarm of leeches like 20 feet
Oh my
behind you.
god,
So
is Morasmus like a Pied Piper?
Yeah,
you're basically a Pied Piper for these leeches right now, though even Morasmus is faster than the leeches.
Wait, hold on. If we just chuck Marasmus at the leeches, can't you just eat them all?
I mean,
Good.
they can't eat your blood.
He doesn't have blood.
Marasmus,
Yeah,
go eat.
Yeah.
Marasmus hungry.
Marasmus is gonna go ahead and use Mage Hand to grab one and just nom as they're like following.
Yeah,
he's just picking them off.
Just as
slowly
Pied
eating
Piper
them.
slowly walking away, grabs one of these leeches and eats it just like a fucking
Question.
piece of beef jerky.
Good question. Does he get XP for doing it? He's killing him.
No, I am not giving you XP because it is one leech out of a massive ass fucking swarm. But it is fun.
No. Over time, he's grabbing them as they're following him.
You guys would have to like lower your pace drastically for that to be the case.
Well,
And
Marasmus
you are also being
Alright,
led by
alright.
this boggard who
That's
is
fine.
not very patient. So
Actually, hold on. Marasmus, aren't you riding chase? Because then you would be slower than us by default.
No, I'm 15 feet normally. I'm not running chase.
And he doesn't exhaust, so he can double move every turn to keep.
Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind.
yeah, he's keeping pace.
Listen,
God damn it! God damn it! Chase. God damn it,
I
man.
always do this. Aw, that's so cute.
All right, I'm
my
pulling
God.
I'm pulling
Like I'm
this up
missing
for the
something.
stream.
Okay,
Pulling it up for the
please
stream.
do.
listen. As a experienced Pathfinder player, I know one thing: swarms are party killers. Really are. They can wipe
wait.
a party.
Yeah, this
Wait.
thing is a higher challenge rating. A higher challenge rating than what you guys would be able to deal with. I'll just tell you that right now.
Trisky, could I do something real quick? I had an idea. So, it's a bunch of small leeches, but the danger is that there's a lot of them that can go ahead and swarm, right?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to go ahead, and Marasmus is just like, oh, they're still following me. Oh, I guess, you know what, these raw leeches are rather okay. I wonder if I could go ahead and get a little bit of a coke on. And from his fucking monocle, just a blast of flame comes from it as he casts Burning Hands.
Damn
And
it.
now, hold on. So basically, this is a swarm enemy, right? And Burning Hands is
Yeah.
effectively like a cone. Would it do more damage, essentially, since it's affecting a bunch of tiny creatures?
So a group of leeches at the very forefront of this mob suddenly look less like leeches and more like fried sausages.
Also, that's supposed to be 2d4. I don't know why it didn't update for caster level. Hold on, let me roll another one. 7 damage.
Yeah, you do some damage to them.
Alright, and
They are still alive.
that's fine. Marasmus is gonna go ahead and pick up some of the cooked leeches and take them with.
I just really put my hand back in a bit of disgust.
Goddamn. All right, moving along from this hilarious yet random encounter.
Yes.
So I'm nudging. They are red now, right? They're red.
Actually, good point. Can I just roll a perception just to check if they're even well done or just burnt to a damn crisp?
Oh, they're burnt.
I just turned to Chase. They're black.
No, they're red.
I slowly turn around with the "I'm going to kill you" face.
The in-party hostility is great. I love it. Meanwhile, however, the boggard is rather impatient and basically croaks at you to hurry the fuck up as he leads you to the
Right
last
here?
known location of these two.
I'm going to
And
assume the
you
box
come
is gonna be
into
empty,
a
obviously.
small area. I don't have a map for this. It's a theater of the mind for this a little bit. As you come into a swampy clearing area, still land surrounded by the normal kind of swamp water that you're used to at this point. And there is a small patch of swamp grass that seems to have been disturbed recently. But you don't see these boggards that you're looking for. You don't see a frog, a blood frog or anything. You don't see any humans. You just see a small clearing area with a disturbed little patch.
Should I?
Any? Is there any wildlife, animal type creatures around?
I mean, there's the usual kind of stuff in the water, but as far as things coming up on the land, not really.
Is there anything that I could use to roll on this for any insight or
Yeah,
tracking, for example?
Might be an idea. Go ahead.
I roll
What
survival
would I
to see if-
be considered? Survival?
Yeah, it would be survival would basically involve tracking.
Yeah, I would like to
Gentlemen,
do that as well.
put your hats off. I'm going to be rolling a net one, and I see it.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
I'm
I guess
sorry.
I guess I go fuck myself.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
fine.
I'm sorry. That is not what we in the industry call a nat 1. That is quite the opposite.
Sorry, I'm on a channel called Unluckiest Rolls. I'm expecting the worst rolls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, Mr. Detective Aish, you come up to this and you look at the scene before you. It seems to be a disturbed patch of grass, but with your amazing detective deductive skills, you seem to find a little bit of blood that seems to not be native to. You know for a fact this is not human, gnome, dwarf, or elf blood.
Wait,
it is
gnome?
something of the more native wildlife.
No, that's a race that my character does not know yet. It's not something I know.
Yeah, whatever. You
Just
know,
consider
it
it
is not a humanoid race's blood. It is something of native life. You are not familiar enough with the local nature, or actually, rather, I would like you to also roll a knowledge nature check for me.
Nature. Shit.
You don't know what this is, but you know it's local blood.
Gentlemen, I have one thing to say. This is definitely not colonial blood.
And you also, from your deductions, notice that this is the scene of some sort of scuffle. As
I can see this has been some site of a fight, scuttle.
yeah, so some of the grass is like displaced and dislodged, as if somebody like dug their heels into it to get into a combat position, whatnot, kind of stuff.
So as
You
can
definitely
see-
notice signs of like what appear to be human-like boots.
Okay. So as you can see here, some of the grass has been torn up from a battle-hardened already stance over here. But these seem to be more colonial boots. You know, humans and such like that, tiefling. These are more the stature of their boot style. So, by my deduction, I assume a fight between what was it again? Boggart.
Boggart. Boggart is the name of the
hunting
toad people.
Yeah, the Boggart hunting squad. And probably they have come into a kerfuffle fight with a human squad. My analysis, better find them quick before the humans get them. Sound good to everyone? Also, just for Chase, if you're going to draw that, just draw it in the noir style. Just like over the top noir. Just like trench coat, the trench coat, the fedora, the black and white.
Just one more question.
Yes, Chase.
Just one more
Just like
question.
doing it over dramatic
28
pose.
stab wounds.
28 stab wounds!
Not this again. Just turns around, head over the shoulder, like the typical noir detective overlooking the shoulder type pose.
And then
Yes,
meanwhile,
good question.
you just like the entire noir sepia tone dies as the boggart croaks, points at the thing, points at you all, and leaves.
I've done it. I killed him. No, but what is your question, Chase?
Yeah. How do I formulate this?
It better not be the color red.
Oh, don't get me started now.
Just do the question, not the red.
Yes, it's because I was having this constant crisis about this. I mean, please recap what the plan is.
The plan is, we are now going after a hunting squad of boggarts. We need to go and find them. By the priori, they seem to be injured. One of them is at least tagged with a projectile. It seems. Can I roll another perception to have an estimation on how many human colonials or just colonial hunting group we're dealing with?
With that survival of 23, you can gauge that there's a group between 3 and 5.
We're dealing between possibly 4 to 5, or 3 of them, of humans, and we need to find these boggarts before the humans find them.
Good.
Do we understand?
Yes.
Okay, now what direction do the boot marks go in? 'Cause
You
obviously
can
they're gonna
see
be
you can vaguely follow them back in the same general direction that you've already been progressing, like south.
So we just came the way that they went.
You're basically have been heading in the direction that they're going, so they are
I
still
thought
they
you
have
meant
gone more west southwest from you.
Okay,
So
so
basically
by the
proceed in the same direction, and you are following them.
So squad, I'll say now, if we continue following his boots, I'm going to say this is southwest direction. We will find them, hopefully. As far as I can tell, let's try not killing the colonials. Let's at least try and play this out in a peaceful manner. If shit goes south, we do what we have to. Understand?
If they kill the boggards, that's gonna be back on us for our asses.
Yes, hence why I said we do what we do. But if they're dead before we get there, well, can't really do much about that. We're not necromancers.
If it's dead, they're gonna want blood.
True, but then it's not ours. Blood's not in our hands. And 2, last time I checked, you want to...
I want them out of the swamp. I don't care what they do. Just
I would like to ask real quick. So at some point, Aish pointed out the blood to Runt. And I would like Runt to do a knowledge nature check for me.
So Runt, I want you to do something for me. Could you check this?
Yeah, so because of your local knowledge, you know that this is definitely frog's blood.
Frog or toad?
Frog.
Not toad.
Not toad. Frog.
Not toad?
Yeah, no, they need to die.
So
they hurt a frog. That's them the rules.
Well then, I guess it's death. Loads the mythological shotgun.
Let's do this diplomatically. Yeah, there's some frog blood. It's not too much. They dead.
Them fuckers are dead to me.
It's custom that if they harm a frog, it's either banishment, and if they don't comply, then.
Well,
wait. Marasmus would actually ask this, just like, wait a minute. So, is it usual? What? So, are we just going to cause a genocide on the whole village then?
No, just harm those who harm frogs.
But how do we know?
Can I see what type of blood it is? Identify it further? Or?
If you can basically take a 10 to try and identify it further.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just.
So it takes you a little bit of time. You get some of the blood. You taste it to see what variety of frog blood it is, because you're not like.
I'm in tune with nature. I know.
Yeah,
how to.
I mean, the tribe worships frogs, but if frogs pass naturally, they are used as an ingredient in some very specific rituals for the tribe.
Right.
Mostly related to the worship of frogs, anyway. So. So you've
Ribbit.
you've tasted frog's blood for ritual purposes. And you can identify that. Would you make a con check for me?
Yes.
Oh no.
Let's go. Hey.
You
Hey, pretty nice.
managed to stomach it, but you are very certain this is the potent blood of the blood frog.
This is like blood. No, that was the frog's name.
It tastes like blub. Yeah, the chief's frog. The chief's blood.
Oh, I
frog.
thought he said. I thought he said blood. That's just
Wait,
like.
when would you actually be tasting that frog?
It provides a good. It's like a kick. You
It's
know,
protein.
So the
Wait,
boss.
Costco, when did you get here?
So the boss may not like to tell this to everybody, but I'm pretty sure I've seen him lick his frog a few times.
Front, I have a question.
Huh.
With the blood frogs, do that poison work like a paralyzation effect? Or is it just
I don't know. Let's find out.
It just downs it. Grabs all the
What
blood.
what would I roll for that?
That would be another knowledge nature specifically for that knowledge.
10.
You vaguely know that it is deadly in good enough quantities and is definitely a defense mechanism. The exact means of how it kills somebody, you are not very well aware because you've never had enough and you've never seen it happen.
All I know is that it's mostly a defensive thing that they do. So this frog was attacked. Otherwise, it won't.
Can I just take a sample of this stuff?
You want to taste it here?
No. As in put it in its jars.
Hey. So real quick, Runt. Do you try and touch his tongue or something?
I try to just jam my finger in his mouth.
I keep
All right.
I clamp my mouth shut as hard as I can.
Aish, roll a reflex save for me.
Okay. I need to.
It's gonna be like a reflex versus a attack, a ranged attack.
No, that's melee. He's basically literally sitting next to me.
This is just to see how fast he reacts to him trying to
Reflex.
stick his
Where
fingers
is
in your mouth.
reflex? Reflex here.
Oh no!
Roll a con save for me.
Shit.
You're fine.
Wait, would it be a fortitude save?
That would be fair too, but basically either way, based on that roll, it's not going to do too well for him. Hey Aish, for the rest of this journey, you feel queasy. As your base movement is going to be reduced by 5.
Fuck you, Run.
Tastes good, doesn't it?
It's so weird.
Tastes like shit.
What you're saying?
Oh no! Don't be eating shit now. That's not healthy.
Aish, notably, it tastes better than Tuka's meals.
But hey, at least it tastes better than Tuka's.
Oh, that was rude.
Also,
Oh no!
So
You said that in front of Runt.
Run, you get beat over the head for making fun of your mom's meals, but you know full well they're awful.
yeah.
When Tree Frog get hurt, just look.
But he still made fun of Run's mama.
And you just see me, you see me trying to walk in the general direction where I just stumble over and hit my head and just pass out.
Gobble string.
Oh, god damn it. God damn it, Chase.
So
Hey, is there another thing on Discord?
Yes.
Dear God. Oh my God.
You see this?
yeah, basically.
Yep, basically.
So let me give you a rundown of how Run's perceiving this. They're looking for the buggards. They find a scuffle area. As far as Run knows, there was a rare blood frog here that got injured. He doesn't know what or who injured it. If he finds out who, it can be easily persuaded. But if the boggards did it, they should know better. If the humans did it, and they don't know, Runt could be reasoned to explain why that was sacrilege. But at this moment, Runt sees them as a hostile because, one, not only have they entered the swamp unannounced or uninvited, they also injured sacred being. That's Run's mindset right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pretty much.
So as of right now, you know you can follow the trail in the general direction. But the knowledge that you have is the knowledge that you know. There's no other details that you can really suss out from this scene. As you proceed further along, I assume. Just correct me. Let's do this from now on. I'm going to assume you guys proceed, but cut me off and let me know if you want to do something before you move on. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a more fair thing because I'm just like assuming you move along. No, I'm just going to assume you move along.
So I'm just mumbling incoherently because of the effects of the poison.
Yeah, you're queasy this entire time.
No, I'm just
you-
complete random rant, just non-coherent.
I'll try to keep my eyes peeled, do a perception check to see if there's anything off or amiss.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta
some of the blood.
Chase
red. Stop. No.
It tastes red. The reason it tastes red is because you're pissed at Runt.
You just hear me just changing languages constantly between the races of languages I know. It's just you hear me go between Draconic to human to the common, just randomly switching.
Just be glad Run didn't take a swing at you when you insulted.
Ace, the entire journey as you're babbling incoherently, you can feel the judgmental eyes of Gobbles the entire time.
Gobbles is just the hypnotoad eyes. Just dead still.
The eyes of, oh man, he looks good.
Just in Gobble's mind, I just hear, Hilton looks good, yes.
No, he does not sound like that. He does not sound like that.
Oh, Gobbles does not sound like that. If we ever get to a point where Gobbles speaks, you will regret having him speak.
Just let us know.
We need a professional voice actor. Go ahead and get him on Cameo. Probably Morgan Freeman or something.
I'm just going to get fucking that voice actor Nathan Drake.
Nathan Fillion.
I presume.
No, I can talk to Gobbles when I want to because I'm able to speak with animals. That's why I was going to ask that's why I was asking if there's any other creatures around.
Nah, there's other than things that
besides
literally would be incapable
Tommy.
of speech like leeches, there was nothing in the area.
Besides Tommy.
Tommy isn't actually specifically an animal. Tommy is technically more of a magical being.
Yeah, but the chief could talk as well. Talk to him. So could Tuka.
Yeah, because he's speaking Bestial Common.
No, he's speaking for Linkford just neurally.
It's funnier to me
Let's just skip that.
It's funnier to me that he's speaking Bestial Common, so he's speaking Bestial Common. I have ruled, so it shall be. All right.
Just Tommy's just on my, just riding me right now as I'm just stuttering to the left to the right drunkenly.
Yeah.
Just trying to drive me just by holding onto my horns
Okay. So you travel for another about 20 to 30 minutes through the swamp. And as you continue moving along, you occasionally see small signs of something being dragged along.
Can I ask a quick question?
What's up?
How long does the effects of the poison wear?
The rest of this session.
Shit.
Yep.
Fuck. Now you know how it feels to be slow.
Piss off.
So yeah, after about 20-30 minutes, the whole entire time you're walking along, occasionally there are signs of something being dragged along the ground before assumedly being picked up again. Chase, you were saying you were trying to be attentive. So would you roll a perception check for me on this?
Oh yeah, he actually rolled it. It was at 12.
12. Yeah, so you vaguely you can see this and catch up to it. You're the first to really notice it out of the group. And what you can gather from it is that what is being dragged is a bipedal creature of some form, but it doesn't seem to be leaving boot marks.
All right. Yeah. So yes, it appears. Well, now I have the Diogenes anecdote in my head now. Oh, something bipedal is being dragged. It seems to be being dragged across the. That's what the marks indicate. Probably not a chicken.
I like chicken. Mm.
Yeah, because it's like a human is a hairless bipedal thing, and so Diogenes went into the town square with a stripped chicken and said, "Look, a man."
What is this about? I'm confused.
Fucking philosophers, man.
Yeah, is Chase spitting philosophy at us?
It's the
Nope.
French chair. You're spitting philosophy.
French.
Yeah, I'm a chaise longue. I mean, my chair is a psychotherapy
Yeah,
chair.
it's a psychiatrist chair.
So
Well, actually, all those chairs in household shape.
Ah, lovely. So yeah,
So-
you get this message divulged. So basically, you all know that the boots seem to occasionally be having some trouble, and some bipedal thing gets dragged along for a short bit before being scooped up again.
are we following a blood trail or footprints?
There isn't any blood, notably. There was like a very small amount of blood, enough that you could notice it back at the quote unquote scene earlier. But there hasn't been like
Quote, me
blood
landing at
since
23.
then.
Okay, so
So it's
yeah.
mostly boot trail.
Um.
Well, boot and footprint.
Okay. As we're going, I think Ren's gonna look around and see if there's combinations of like side paths or any like land markings that would have been added on, like little carvings on tree stumps and stuff like that. Trying to see if anyone's mapping.
There doesn't appear to be any sign of somebody mapping as if they want to go back to that place. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, like carvings on trees and whatnot to
Like-
landmark the area and whatnot. There's none of that apparent.
Well, like markings that signify like a hunting path or something.
No, nothing of the sort.
Okay, so. And the boggart's not with us anymore?
Oh, he left at the scene. He
Okay.
just like pointed at this. This is the last place we knew the boggards
Gotcha.
were by.
Goodbye.
Leaves.
Gotcha. Okay.
Goodbye, I'm not dealing with your shit.
Alright, how old do these tracks look? Like when we see them?
The natural nature stuff around is making it seem that these tracks are within the last day or so, but they are not like immediately recent. Like they have started to fade.
Right. So, but with Ren being more privy to the land, he can discern that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we might be a few days out.
Damn. Okay, is there something I could do just to stop myself being incoherent, but still just drunkenly stagger?
Oh, I said
Like-
you walk slowly and you're nauseous. I didn't say you're like incoherent. That's you.
Oh,
You did that to yourself.
I thought that was just the effect of
No, you
That's
feel
what you were
somewhat
saying.
somewhat ill and you can't move as
Oh,
fast.
now I get it.
Yeah,
We could just say the
that's
characters
what's
just
up.
finally learned that it's just boggling the mind. Just calm down, think clearly.
You had another existential crisis after ingesting it, and that has gone away.
just in my head, I just freaked out of just having it in my mouth.
Yeah, there we go.
So as we're continuing on, Rent will be keenly keeping an eye out for any indigenous like frogs or any reptilian life.
There are occasional frogs here and there that you stumble upon as you go along. I'm assuming you want to talk to one.
Yeah, I want to kind of speak with the animals and try to see if he's seen it, if any of the frogs have seen anything.
All right. So there is a regular giant frog along the pathway, sunbathing as most of the frogs do, and basically the only reason you see it is because you're so used to these frogs, but it's basically hidden in the muck waiting for
Yeah, I know how to find
passing like prey and whatnot. And so you begin talking to it, and it's just like, dude, you're interrupting my lunch. All right, fine. What do you want? The frog asks what you want.
Oh, so listen. Now, you probably see like the oddballs being around here. Um, you know the other people that look like frogs but not frogs. Have you seen anyone like them or anyone tall or taller than them? Like maybe someone carrying something around, like maybe dragging on the ground. Just anyone that wasn't us. Yeah. How? Yeah.
They went that way. And it's sort of like its tongue comes out and curves in the direction of the trail that you're already following.
Do you know what? How many people? How many of them were there?
It croaks 4 times.
Okay. Would they have anything with them? Would they? They look like they were carrying something.
It croaks 2 times. And then once after a short pause.
It was carrying 3 things. Any of them look like one of your blood mucus brethren?
It sort of like tilts his head for a moment, trying to process it, because they don't really consider themselves brethren because they're different species, but it sort of just eventually realizes what you're trying to imply. It's just like, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, little buddy. I'll pull out a worm that I used to feed gobbles.
It takes it croaks, and then it uses its hind legs to dig even further into the swamp, because obviously you could see it wasn't doing a good job.
I just know where to look.
It doesn't know
It just
that.
thinks it's
It
a
just
little tooth there.
thinks it did a bad job.
All right, so that little buddy there told me that there's 4 of them, and they were carrying 3 things with them. One of them was that blood frog.
I just looked at
God damn it, he finally saw it. God damn it, now I'll show it on stream in a second here.
Well, I don't get notifications for it, so I have to check.
Boop.
Oh shit, I opened up Xbox. No.
Xbox smash.
Xbox.
All right. So I'm just going to speed us up a little bit. It is a decent distance of travel, but it's not days like you suspected, as after about another half hour or so, you come across it's like a section of the swamp that's less land filled and has a much bigger supply of water. It's like one of the rivers coming inland.
Mhm.
Finally, it's definitely part of the swamp, but there's much wider water area, and the water is much deeper here.
Like in a canal.
Yeah, you're wandering along the coast of this, and eventually you see some things off in the distance. You see, as of now, it has gotten dark,
Perception?
and you see a seemingly flickering in the distance.
Can I roll perception?
Yeah.
It also occurred to me that we probably traveled a lot quicker because I can
21.
guide them through the swamp with no issues because by train.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. You have Swamp Stride or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that 21, you that looks like
30.
fire in the distance.
I immediately just start like hushing people. Shh, 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 shh.
You approach.
There's a fire over
slowly.
there.
All right. So we are going to move you all to the top edge of this.
Oh god, I have to zoom out a little. There we go.
Oh, we're all the way up there. I can only see where the light is. I don't think it's
Yeah.
registering my dark vision.
The void, it's ever consuming.
Actually,
What did insane you got? You're insane.
let me double check that you got it. Night vision.
Will I get blind sense?
I'm pretty sure my vision is like midway between light and dark. It's like I'm.
You mean low light vision?
You have low light vision. It is becoming rather
You're
dark.
the only
but
one you can't see in the dark.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
blind sense.
as you said, it's getting kind of dark.
Right.
So wouldn't
Can
that
you
mean
see
I have the
anything
best
there?
perception here? I can't see anything. It's just like besides this fire itself, it's completely black.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe
Well,
click and redrag our tokens onto the map.
Move your tokens a little bit, and it should reset.
It's not allowing me to move them.
I still have to add it to Marasmus. I will say.
okay. It's up to. I have blind sense up to 60 feet.
Oh, you have Fog of War on.
Yeah,
Because I only see areas I've traveled through.
Yep, it is discovered. It is explorer mode darkness.
Oh, so it's intentionally. Ooh.
It's for me. It's just pitch black. I can't see.
You. I mean, if you can't see much, it's because you actually can't see much.
That should make sense. I have low.
We're getting to the point that it's more. There we go. Marasmus has his dark vision now. I forgot to add the number of feet. How much feet dark vision do Chase and Runt have?
Rent has 60.
I'm going to assume 60 then. That tends to be the default.
Yeah. Oh, did you not hear me?
Yeah, I'm assuming that
okay.
for Chase too is what I mean. Sorry.
Oh. It should specify. But, yeah.
Let me see if I.
Oh no! We're gonna murder them all. Sorry.
Let's see. Do I have that in my?
Wait, hold on. Did I add?
Yeah, I have dark vision, 60 feet.
All right,
Nice.
I've adjusted you for that then.
Fun joke. I don't think I actually added the racial traits and such to the sheet from the other bloody site we were using.
I believe I got everything.
You have low light vision. I'm treating it as like a very minor amount of.
The rest of that, I'm just blind and can't find it.
Page 1 down. Oh no, census. That's it. Fix.
Yep, I think we figured out why I can't see.
Does Gobbles have night vision?
No, he has low light.
All right.
That's right. You have, and because you have low light vision, you don't have dark vision. So that's why. So because you have the day reader.
You have weaker night vision, basically.
So I
it's
should
not
be
as nice.
decently okay then.
In this circumstance, no.
Oh,
It is worse than
there
what
we go.
everyone else has.
Now I can see.
Yeah, you can see a total of 15 feet is what I've given you for night vision. I'm readjusting the flavor.
Sorry for the delay, everybody in chat. Please sit down, take a cup of tea. Make sure you go use the restroom.
Yeah. So as we come here, we have this scene going about as you notice a fire off in the distance, and there is some notably non-natural structures around. There are some boxes lying about. There is a rudimentary pier and a boat.
Where? Oh, I see the boat.
You're
I
right
can
next
see
to
the
a
elk.
box. There's the pier. So as you approach, there's a fire off in the distance. You can't really hear anything right now.
Right. Is going to cast another spell. Mark off that.
For reference, for everyone watching, it's about dusk now. It's about like 8 p.m. during the summer kind of time. So it's getting pretty damn dark. The sun is lowering.
1 second, I gotta find the spell.
But it's not pitch black yet.
Can I roll? No, actually, no. Never mind.
I can never mind. I am capable of that.
We finally did it. We made Trixie go into having a cycle down.
So
Finally.
this spell specifies you draw into upon your elven. Oh no, it just okay. So basically, Runt is going to cast Blend on himself.
Blend?
Yeah, giving him a +4 concentration to.
Is this a stealth ability?
This just buffs my stealth spell. So whatever I roll, add. Runt is going to go into stealth.
All right.
So, oh my god. So 13.
That's with the +4.
No, 4 is my
Alright.
modifier.
All right, so a 13 total.
Yep.
All right. I will let you know what happens.
Massive
If anything.
apologies. I have to just go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Good to
Do we want to take a
Chase
5
just
here?
blankly stares. Chase just blankly stares into the void.
The rest of us
I'm
like
down
to take a
with
5
whatever.
here?
Yeah, I'm good. People can go. Do-
Little Tommy going over to the bush to piss.
No, I was just bloody dragging around that tree. What kind of tree is that? Is it a pine?
It is whatever this map had.
I will say that's a pine tree.
I mean, it's a swamp, so doubtful.
Well, pickles.
Uh,
Just what I really oh shite. Fuck have I gone? Oh shit! What the?
I would like Runt.
Alright, I
I'm
have
assuming you're.
returned.
All right, Runt. You are approaching them, right?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
Gobble's
I will
gonna-
say, for the sake of this, I need you to be rather deliberate about where you are moving.
okay. And
Just move like a
Gobble-
tile at a time.
Yeah, I was gonna also roll. I don't think he can use my stealth, can he?
Gobbles would have to run a separate stealth.
He's
doing better than you.
He's a little bit better
So-
than me. Okay,
Yeah.
I will do this. No, do this
Show off.
for now. Over here.
All right.
Run will head to the square.
Okay.
Lean against the crate since he's small. Try to peer around.
Alrighty. You're safe.
I'm not casting that. I'm just looking at it.
Okay. Runt is going to again attempt to 1 square at a time somewhere there.
You're good. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Lean over, peer
Mhm.
across the crate again. Past the crate again. Hi.
Alright, so you're looking past the crate, and let's see, your vision Would you be able to see anything at this point? 60 foot, right?
Yep.
All right, you
But
can
it is
you can see like the edges of the flame, but you can't actually see in there very well.
Okay. These are trees, so there's no
Yeah.
cover until the canopy.
Basically,
Is anyone else moving up, or am I the only one?
yeah.
I'll
Is
move
anyone
up.
else going to join along with this stealth movement? Or
Yeah, I'll move up. Hold on, let me just roll stealth.
considering he's riding on your shoulder, little Tommy doesn't have to roll his own.
Yeah. I was
He
going to
just
say,
has
I
to keep.
don't really
He
need to
just
roll
has
a
to keep
stealth
his
from.
gob quiet.
Oh, he hasn't talked this entire adventure. I just want to imagine he's just asleep. He's just gone out cold.
My God, this
Mama knocked him out because he was talking shit again.
All right,
13
so
Well-
basically
-1.
the minimum we've rolled is 13 so far. Oh, what's up, Chase?
hang on. I'm gonna put in general. It's such a
No.
surprise. It's such a surprise that you said that he's asleep because behold, I doodled this just a moment ago.
Sleepy. You know, Chase, I think might you just be.
Chase is just on the right. Chase is just on the right wavelength right now.
we
Yeah.
just ascended to the heavens. Ascended. Yeah, I did a
Say that
13.
for
How
chat
far
a
can I
little
move
bit.
up? I want to try and chase up with.
If you are following in the exact same tiles as him, then you don't really need to worry. But once you're moving into unknown territory, you have to move like a tile at a time.
Right. I can only see up to here. Now, elsewhere past this tile, I have to move.
You're safe up until here, basically.
Okay, I'm going to basically stand a little behind, but basically behind the box, like just right behind Runt.
You're fine there.
Runt. Shh. Okay. What can you see, bud?
Right.
Shh.
Merasmus, are you stealthing along?
Yeah, I had an idea of what I wanted to do. Was just
Alright,
going to
what's
wait for them to do the thing. Oh, all right. So basically, I want to go ahead and I had a little bit of an idea. I wanted to go ahead and Merasmus is going to be sneaking his way towards the water as he always does. The gentleman jungle fighter. He's going to go ahead and upon getting close to the water, he would like to go ahead and cast a spell. He wants to cast ghost sounds over on this tree, and he wants to make it appear that a owl is chirping, or like not chirping, but calling. Yeah, hooting.
I
Thank
can
you.
do the hooting for you.
Yeah,
Hey, would you do a favor for me first?
Oh, I didn't say what I was gonna finish what to say what I was gonna do, but okay.
Roll knowledge nature first.
Okay.
Oh no.
They're not in the fucking fuck it. 14.
Yeah, owls are not native to this region.
All right. With the 14, would I know what is?
Yeah. That's basically what I was trying to get at. Does Merasmus know what he should make the sound of? Yes, you have a vague idea of what you would do, and so you make an appropriate bird call in that area.
Okay,
I'm
what would be
assuming.
the bird call? And I'll try and imitate.
The screeching tunic.
I'm disappointed he didn't go for.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and make it into the tree over there, so that way it's to basically hide his sound as he's hoping to go ahead and slip into the water. And
Yeah,
begin,
you're trying to make the noise of a distraction. So for that sake, you're setting off the spell. I'm assuming you don't need to actually succeed any checks to have it go off. It just works.
Nope, it's a cantrip. So, bada
Yeah,
bing,
it's a
there you
cantrip,
go.
so you're good. There is a sound going on there. There is the natural sound of wildlife being very loud at night, and I will add a +2 to everyone's stealth check.
Okay, would I need to roll stealth to go ahead and slip into
You
the
still
water?
do need to roll stealth, though.
Okay, that'll be at least a stealth of +2.
Yeah.
15.
All right,
That's solid.
so at minimum we have right now is 15 amongst all of you.
Erasmus, the fucking jungle fighter. So he's gonna be yeah. And how far would I be able to go? In like here, or would you like me to
You
go
are
ahead?
good. Yeah, like same thing. Go a tile at a time.
Okay, tell me when you'd like me to stop. By the way, he's underneath here.
Yep.
So
Good.
He just consumes the boat.
Good.
Wood. Delicious.
All right. I'll go ahead and pause here so that way
Yep.
I can let other people
This
do
is
their
this
thing if they
this is
want.
around where we're looking at what Chase is doing, I believe.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna do the same thing the other guys are doing. Just
Well,
basically following them and stealth and doing a stealth check.
All right. So you're following their lead and trying to stealth around. So roll that for me.
Yeah. Sure. Let me just.
I feel like this is the first group in the entirety of Unlucky Rolls that actually attempt stealth properly,
Oh wow.
and yet
Oh,
somehow
no,
the
I know
chair
how
is the
badly.
best.
Yeah, do you want to know something
The
funny?
chair
The reason I'm
is
taking this
natural.
seriously is because there's possibly 4 to 5 humans here, and they possibly have a lot of ranged weaponry with arrows, and we have very shit cover.
Runt knows Runt knows for a fact there's only 4.
I'm not
people
saying you don't have a reason. I'm just saying every other party has the one fucking idiot that just charges in without stealth.
Seriously.
Yes.
Generic.
And it's
Okay,
mostly me!
Yeah, Trisky!
Yeah, it's mostly me!
here. Listen. Runt has all the right reasons being stealthy
Yes.
because he does a lot of ventures into the wilderness alone. And if you're caught
Yeah.
out alone, you're dead.
Marasmus is just... I went with the meme of him, like, all the way back with him doing the fucking Fortunate Son. I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. He's just going to be a jungle fighter then, so...
Yeah, Ace has a similar mindset in character where he tries to fights. He knows he can't win alone. With a group, he's more willing to
I mean,
tempt
you're a
it, but
kobold.
he's
That's
bad.
kobold tactics. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
innately.
Anywho, Chase,
like
you
one
have
reason.
rolled a very successful stealth check. I'm assuming you're following along the same tracks as them. If you like diverge from the path that they're taking, then proceed to like a tile at a time.
So, do you want
Okay.
to know what I think how Chase is doing it? Chase just turns the little stub legs into wheels and just carts along.
Yeah, and they're well-oiled wheels. They're not even squeaking. Wow, what a concept.
No, they're so oiled, it's almost like it's a part of their physiology. Well, it's physiology, it's binary.
Yeah.
Just,
Just a Vietnam dude ducking in the corner. Holy shit.
I think I hate my hair.
Damn it.
hey, look, it's General High Ping.
God,
Start playing.
fucking
Bad.
Damn it, all right.
Racist, no.
moving along.
I'll jump in the pit now.
Moving along.
TOS,
Are you
TOS.
continue? So basically, I'm gonna have Runt and Marasmus take turns moving along a tile at a time and see what goes on, if
Okay,
anything.
I will go first. I'm done one.
Good. Marasmus can move a step.
Would I get extra for plot? Since I'm basically submerged, would I be able to get, because I don't need to breathe, mind you? Would I be able to get extra stealth since I'm basically hidden there? Yeah.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, yours is basically more like a +6 instead of a +2.
No worries. All right. So then I'll go
Basically,
here.
he has.
He
Well-
would be at a 19. Basically, he's just below Chase somehow.
The jungle fighter. The
Chase,
water.
Chase learned.
Chase is a learner.
Chase learned from the best by studying
Chase-
Erasmus.
Stunning Marasmus in the feats. Ah, my apprentice.
All right. Run, you go ahead and go, and I'll go. Are we doing one square at a time?
Yeah, you're going like back and forth one square at a time, and keep in mind, you guys have to follow basically the exact same tiles that Runt and Gobbles are, or else you are also beholden to this. That's specifically at Asian Chase. So yeah, you have to follow in like a line. You are safe,
Alright,
Erasmus.
Why is it pinging?
Because you're
Okay.
holding it.
I wish.
You're good.
I wish I had a soundboard. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Why? Stop.
Yeah. Oh, good.
They moved. And then
hopefully
boom. Diagonal.
When you guys in as characters can physically see what's going on down there, let me know. Like within
So,
within your, like,
the thing
code.
that is a bit, I mean, maybe it's for everybody else, but it's like because I can't really see the icons. Is that deliberately so that they're sort of kept kind of transparent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can see.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the amount of lighting he has pales in comparison to yours right now, so it's not a huge deal, but I will still do it anyway.
I moved. Go ahead.
Chase.
Yeah.
Good?
Oh, I'll go. Yeah.
Oh my god, a ninja head. A ninja icon.
Yeah, that's
Tyler
what we generally
Blevins?
use for stealth. God damn it!
Kind of what?
Why does
Make sure you subscribe at mixer.com/ninja.
Oh my
Bro, Fortnite?
We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite.
I'm not letting this devolve into a battle royale
Go.
where you build
Go.
shit, okay? Keep moving. You're good.
Free Royale.
Did you move already?
Right.
I,
Erasmus can move again.
Yeah, Erasmus is going to mine this tree to collect resources to make pet mats.
Can I elect
I-
call?
No.
Killed him. No.
Every Fortnite reference, you should take 1 point of damage.
You
I'm
take
done,
one.
but-
You take 1 point of meta damage.
oh
Yeah,
man,
That is-
I just said it's
God damn it, Chase! I love it.
Oh, that's so fucking good, dude. I
Yeah,
love that.
Is that a
Manny
knife?
would be proud.
He does have a dagger, so yeah.
Wait, you have a
Manny would be
dagger?
proud.
Where? You keep it in the top hat?
I took.
Dash.
Oh my god! Yeah, I took the dagger from. You weren't here, unfortunately. It was inside of a dead dude.
Okay. Well, it makes sense because even I don't even know it. So H does with Eva.
Yeah. God. All right, you're moving along here. At this point, Runt can probably actually perceive the horses that are actually sleeping here. They're lying down.
I think we should let Chase go ahead because Chase has the highest step.
I mean, you think so? I don't want to
Yeah, probably not a good idea because you probably spook the horses and make a noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call, good call. You can also move up 1 square.
At this point, Merasmus, through the water, you can notice something shift a bit as this one figure that you see starts to turn and look over their shoulder, and you basically have to duck.
Erasmus is in the water. Yeah.
Yeah. You duck further into the water because he's looking in your general direction. And then he looks
Would you
over
be able-
towards...
Would you be able to ping that person? Sorry, I don't know who's doing it. Okay, that person. Gotcha. Thank you.
They turn like over their shoulders a bit in their sitting position, are generally like looking in this direction, and you can see, or you can perceive rather, because you don't have eyes, that their eyes are starting to like slit in suspicion.
Oh. Okay.
Oh dear.
Let me go ahead and see if I can do something real quick. I'm looking to help out my friends. Oh, their eyes are slit in suspicion, correct? Like they're kind of like peeky now, just like
Yeah, so you all get a semblance that there is something amiss. I would like everyone to re-roll your stealth checks for me.
Oh,
I am going to be. This is gonna go.
do we still get the bonus from the ghost sound?
Yes, you still have the +2. Chase is doing worse now.
So
rattled
I
a bit
have
by
a
this.
collective.
Once again
plus-
having an existential crisis, looking around
I'm
her,
fine. I'm fine.
wondering if
I'm fine.
anything is red.
do I need to re-roll?
Yes, but you have the +6, remember?
Right.
Plus 2.
And because I have the +4 from my spell, and then the +2 from the spell, I'm also out of. And I included it in the roll this time.
That's a 21. Okay.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
Erasmus just slowly sinks back down.
Okay, so I got a 14. Run got a 12.
No,
Yeah.
that's actual. Mine is actual.
He included it in, so is
Wait,
Oh, wait, no, that's a +6, so that's a 23. Never mind.
Yeah,
Did-
Merasmus is become swamp.
Get out of
He-
me. What you doing?
You see, You see, Chase, she has the voices of her parents and family in her head. No, Morasmus just hears gunfire and is staring with a glare.
Trust me, that did not include it for some reason.
Oh, 12 then. You're good.
Well,
I thought it didn't
yeah.
because I hovered over it.
No, that's just basic.
Oh yeah, and you're +4 from the spell. I forgot about the spell actually.
So
So
he's at
16.
16. Yeah, and then
So
Gobbles
Runt is
is
at 16.
Sure.
Aish is at 14. Chase is
Gobbles
at 11.
is
Gobbles.
at 6.
Gobbles instinctively starts croaking. Luckily for you,
It's native.
Gobbles is a frog, and frogs are native to this region. That is going to cause something, but it's not going to reveal you.
at that point. Runt is going to quietly touch Gobbles preemptively. No, because it's not going to. Runt is going to go point towards and indicate Gobbles sit there.
All right.
Just like it bloody hypnotoading glare.
And since Gobbles is native, he's not going to just care about stealth. It's fine. He's just going to.
All right. Nothing along that path causes anything.
Okay.
Would I be able to keep moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Runt is going to move forward.
1.
Wait, did you move a square forward and then
Morasmus.
diagonally?
Forward and
Here we
then
go.
Do
Another
a
square.
disadvantage perception check for me.
Chase, you can move whenever.
Is this based? Well, actually, if it's outside of my 60 feet, I think it would automatically fail since I have
It
blindside.
is not outside of your 60 feet.
Okay.
There's a very
Just-
specific reason I'm having you do it at this point.
Okay. It's gonna be like, oh, there's leeches in here. Oh, you gave away your stealth. Fucking nice.
Well, I'm pretty sure if there's leeches near to you, you
Okay.
can dissolve them.
I got a 9.
Oh,
Sadly, it's
no.
a disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you do not notice anything out of the ordinary, and there's nothing moving in the water to your knowledge.
Thank God the frogs aren't turning gay.
No.
Actually, good point. Good point.
As far as you know, they
Morasmus
don't
just-
gotta turn gay. They might already be.
Well, you see, I have a point. If leeches go into Morasmus' goo area, wouldn't they just dissolve?
Basically, yeah.
So he wouldn't really need to be afraid, besides melting a frog.
there's worse things in the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hydra burst.
Leeches are just pretty damn common around here, but they're not a
Morasmus,
threat.
Morasmus just gets fucking hit with a crocodile. Ah! Just
No, wouldn't it be
spin.
alligator? Wouldn't it be an alligator, or am I wrong?
Crocodile.
Oh, yeah.
Crocodile,
I'm not from the
alligator,
States, I
I don't
wouldn't know
give a
what
shit. Thing with jaw.
Thing with
Anger
snare.
snatch.
Swamp.
Becomes.
All right. So far, you have not run into anything. Erasmus can continue to move along.
Okay.
Assuming you want to. Like I said, you
Yes.
have the option. I'm just going to make this explicit. You have the option. If you choose to stand still, you're allowed to do that.
Okay. I'm moving up here, feeling comfy.
All right.
Yeah, Run's
I
gonna
wish I could see where Morasmus is.
go diagonally.
It's like obscene too close.
All right. You're safe, Run.
I'm moving where Runt was.
All right. One more move for you. Go ahead.
Here we go. There you are.
Done. What have you done? Becomes
All right.
Chase, you went on the wrong square.
Oh, on the wrong square.
Fine.
You're fine.
It's okay.
This is going to be a rough one. Roll stealth for
I don't
me
like the
again,
sound of it.
everyone.
Yeah.
And you
I
have
don't
to
like the
meet a
sound of it.
certain threshold.
Oh no.
+6 to this roll.
Question:
You
Can
can-
we
All right.
can
Run
we
is
get
safe.
an insight on what
Chase
the
is
rolling?
safe.
Oh.
That's a
Erasmus
25.
is safe. And Aish is full
I'm
of
dead.
shit.
I'm dead.
Gobbles doesn't care.
So, funnily enough, everyone else rolled above the 21 threshold that I needed. Except for Aish. So as Runt is basically crawling along, Chase is plodding along, Merasmus has still become the swamp. Aish steps on a very loud twig.
Loud stick.
And this figure off in the distance that Aish can't even see goes, "What was that?" Stands up and turns around.
He gets an exclamation mark above his head.
Yeah, Metal Gear style. Do 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 do. Aish, Aish, Aish.
I can't keep quiet, Colonel. Sticks are dummy thick.
Colonel, I can't stay quiet. These
And
sticks are dummy thick.
so there is this humanoid figure with pointy ears.
Oh, an elf.
Horse
Yeah,
a knife ear.
But thing is,
Yes.
Racial
Yes.
slurs.
I mean, that is basically this entire campaign.
I don't actually know where that comes from, so.
I mean, their ears are long and knife-shaped.
Yeah, I get that, but I get the feeling that's a reference to something.
No, it's just a general derogatory term.
That's just a general derogatory term for elves used in a lot of
I guess
different
Aish
media.
wouldn't know that.
Yeah, because
Wait, you've worked with humans before.
Yeah, human, an elf, a tiefling, and a dwarf. Do you guys not remember the backstory I said?
Yeah, but you would.
Yeah,
you know what?
they would have probably at some point jokingly referred to him as a knife ear.
Probably didn't hear it.
Unless they were really, really nice people. Like, abnormally nice.
Well, yeah, Aish learned his magic from the tiefling. The mage taught him a decent bit about survival and utility skills.
So this elf stands up off of the stump that they were sitting on this whole entire time being used.
Wait,
as
hold
a
on. Do I know how
stool,
to speak elf?
Turns around
Elven.
and looks over in your general direction.
Uh-oh.
Wait. I want to make a quick check. Can I speak Elven? No.
You tell me,
What does Elven come under?
Alvin.
Elven.
Then no, I can't speak it. I can speak Common, but not Elven.
You can speak
Shit.
Common, but you can't speak Elven. But it shouted in Common. You understood it. The rest of you understood. Well, you and Merasmus understood it.
Okay,
The rest
does
of you
everyone stay in
understood it all.
stealth if I reply?
You are the only one revealed, per se.
Okay, shall I make a response, gentlemen? Well, guys. Shall I make a response or stay quiet?
Merasmus has no say, because he has become Swamp.
Oh yeah, that's true. He is Swamp. He doesn't get a say. He is
And
the
he's
Swamp.
also not in earshot of you without, also revealing himself, so...
I'm referring
If
to...
he asks us that, he's giving us. He should be able to think from.
Rasmus is, he's going Rambo style. He's on his own.
I'm talking.
He's going rogue.
You just see him coming out of the water, Bowie knife.
Yeah, he's gonna, I was thinking about having him go over and slit this guy's throat, slowly slide
Jesus,
back
a
into the
little,
water.
a little too detailed.
The fucking what? Okay, fine then, Mr. God.
Nah, that's fine.
I'm going to check something real quick on my end. So pardon me just a moment. I want to make sure.
Good question to make. Does anyone else in the party respond, wake up, turn towards the elf, or looking in the direction where the elf is?
Let me see.
Actually, no, I can't actually get that answer for that because I can't see that far.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
see
maybe I should whisper to...
So, let's put it this way. The guy obviously hears something, but you are barely out of visual range for him.
Should I respond? That's
Can-
the question.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Could I make it seem like Gobbles accidentally stepped on a branch and have him croak in response?
You can give that a shot if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to try that. I would look to Gobbles and give him a nod.
I would like you to roll a perception check for Gobbles. See if he picks up on this hint.
If this buggers up, I'm going to have to go down diplomacy.
Yeah, I was gonna basically just make a DC 10. So yeah, Gobbles picks up on this and croaks. And the elf looks over in that direction. The elf can see Gobbles because Gobbles is a bit closer, and lowers his hands a little bit, but his eyes are still sort of suspicious as he's looking in that direction. Just like, And, let's see. I need to do this real quick.
Oh my god, I just saw...
He doesn't seem to react in any suspicious way, and sort of just like casually
Goes back
steps
to his
back
business.
and sits on the stool. I'm not
I
bringing
just
the
saw
other
the
model
picture.
back.
Chase, you have a talent. Chase, you just have a talent.
I need to pay you, dude. Like, holy shit, these are good.
You're just having
Legitimately,
fun with it.
That crocodile literally looks like the typical cartoony ones you see chasing after someone in like a marshland. It's like the crocodile's just supposed to be your friend.
I'm just getting flashbacks to the alligators in the swamps in fucking New World that I've been fighting.
I've actually not played New World, so I would rather not spoilers.
The alligators are unstunnable until you remove their entire stamina bar. They are basically moving logs that tackle you.
Basically, the moving echo F yourself.
Yeah, basically. They've actually almost killed me numerous times as a hunting enemy, so that's pretty interesting. Anywho,
What is it actually? Good. Actually, no. I'll ask that some other time.
yeah, some other time. I'm fine with chatting about it later. But as of right now, basically what you have is the elf has perked up, turned around, gone under the suspicion that the frog is doing something, sort of just awkwardly went back to their chair because they're thinking they're being overcautious, but he's still keeping an ear out, so his perception is a little bit up there right now.
So now we need to hit higher rolls.
He's paying attention.
I think I will just have Bubbles go to acting normal.
Well, did you see the picture, Trick?
No, that's not why I'm laughing at it.
Did you not notice it?
Something else related.
No, other thing.
Hey, Marasmus, roll stealth for me.
I didn't even fucking move. How can I roll stealth?
Never mind. Is anybody else moving?
No, Gobbles is going to.
That is a fair point. My mind is stuck on this.
I think
Somebody get caught already, jeez!
I think Gobbles is going to look in the water and maybe try to find some.
Gobbles devours leeches.
Sorry, I have a call off my aunt. I gotta take.
He's
Alright.
basically
Yeah, just mute yourself up and you'll be good.
trying to, at this point, seem like he's just there to eat. Try to get the guy to lower back his. Runt's not moving at all.
Trying to get him to lower his guard and be natural. So,
Yep.
Let's see. I'm trying to check something. Alright, Marasmus can see this. There is what appears to be an unconscious blood frog here. That you can notice.
Are you unconscious or dead?
You have no idea.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I would assume dead, so...
You don't know.
Thank you, Zach, for fuck's sake.
I mean,
Sorry.
if anything, that is one good page that I could take from Zach's book as the GM.
For reference, everybody, whenever people go ahead and ask a question, that's sometimes... Yeah, you don't know.
Maybe, possibly, it could be a thing.
No, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So if I can see up here, is everybody facing away from Erasmus right now?
This one is facing away, but he's like occasionally glancing over his shoulder. He's sus. He's a muggus.
He's a
This one is quite obviously asleep. This one is quite obviously asleep and seems to be a smaller humanoid. This one is quite obviously asleep as well. You can see all of the living things, supposedly. There are 2 sleeping horses over here, and that's about it.
Oh, so, nice. Go ahead, yeah.
I wanted to make it a point where makes it intentional he's staring back.
Wait, so Gobbles is just looking at him?
Like, every time the elf looks like Gobbles, Gobbles is just staring at them. Like Gobbles does. Just stare.
The Gobbles stare.
He's aware. Just to make her feel uncomfortable. Just for fun.
He passes his will check.
If he fails, he just explodes. Just blam.
He's just like he turns and keeps looking at this frog, but he is not hypnotoad intimidated, and he manages to keep his composure, but he thinks the frog is weird.
That's fine. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh no, that's beautiful.
You just flash over to just like the consistent evil like grin of death.
Quick question. I have 60 foot of range so I can see the horsies. Are they adults? Or are they sleeping?
Yeah, they are sleeping.
Okay,
what
and
the models look like.
No worries. And one last also question: are they tied down at all?
No. Like they have like saddles and whatnot on them, but they're just lying there.
Big brain. I got a big brain play.
I
What's
think
your
I
play?
already have the idea of what the fuck is
I already
going
know what
on.
you're gonna do. I was like,
Please don't spook him. They're going to
he's trying
spook
to
him.
consume.
You see, my friend, the game to be a guerrilla fighter, you play with psychological warfare.
You're
not gonna take out the
motherfucker,
horses.
You're playing checkers. I'm playing chess.
I'm playing.
And I'm here playing Valorant.
I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons.
You're playing checkers. I'm playing Yahtzee.
Think about it now, Erasmus. If we don't kill the capture,
We're not there.
You're
So-
not there.
Yeah, if he cannot hear you, you cannot give
yeah, I
him
know.
advice.
I'm talking to myself in head. I don't know why I'm speaking out loud.
You don't
though.
even know what he's doing. You don't know where he is. His stealth is better than
Alright.
yours. You have no idea.
No, I'm referring to my actual head, not the character.
I got. All right, give me 1 second. I need to go ahead and check something real quick. Okay. It will be up to 8 fucking humans. That's a lot of humans. Okay. Yeah. Marasmus is going to go ahead and cast a spell. He's going to go ahead and cast it over here. He's going to. What would be a good sound that would scare the piss out of these horses?
The predator sound.
That's actually a good idea, but also it'd be really fucking what the fuck. Just
No,
hear the-
I'm like not like the. I'm talking about like a predatory animal sound.
Oh, okay. Could I? Crocodiles don't make sounds though. What-
They groan.
They do.
They do make
They
notable
gallow.
noises, yeah.
Gallow is the character.
Could I go ahead and make a crocodile groan right over here? Just
Yeah, I'd say that
Okay.
would be within the realm of 8 humans, just like a low growling of it. I am going to pull up horse stats.
I would ask if it's a war pony or if it's like a normal horse, if it's a war horse, because there's a difference between willpower or will.
They are basically just travel horses.
Okay, so normal horsey.
Norton fine she. Boop. That's gonna look weird probably because I think it adds a dumb default icon or something, but I'm literally just trying to add this to the thing. Boop. Yeah, the horses notice.
Good. Just as I wanted.
And,
And,
let me roll a willpower for them too. Why not?
This is such a good use of ghost sound, I swear! Never would have this!
Where's willpower? Will.
For a
Yeah,
Yes!
the horses be like, holy shit! That's an alligator, and start whinnying and rearing. They get up and make a big ruckus. And
Did they? If they're not tied down, yeah. Do they actually run for it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, that better get the elf's attention.
And everyone else's.
What the fuck? Boom. Give me 1 second. As the other ones groan and very quickly rise to their feet. I almost fucked up there. There we go.
Now do it, yeah.
Why do I have them set to have nameplate visible? Whatever. I don't really need that up. Yuck. Alright, yeah, so, they hear the sound of the horses whinnying and galloping off, and all of a sudden, they're like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? They're all screaming at each other in common to get the horses. So basically only, Aish and Marasmus notice what's going on. Or at least hear that they're actively going after something. The rest of you just hear, like, annoyed grunts and whatnot. And, they start generally heading off in this direction.
Hey, let's go.
This one running around the table. One of them comes over here and sort of just like, hold the fort! As these three appear to be moving towards the west.
Okay. They're chasing after the horses.
Yeah, basically.
Which ones are chasing the horses?
The three of them. There's one more at camp.
What you can see appears to be a human male, an elf male, and a half-elf woman.
So this just sounds like an average adventure park.
They're running along this way. And after a short moment, basically they are all off-screen.
Yes.
Nice.
We got one guy to deal with.
Oh, boy, we got a distraction.
Yeah. Time to get murdered.
Why does everything like this have to happen in the middle of the night?
Why can't
Real adventure problems. You're asleep.
why can't we get a long rest?
The realest motherfucker right here.
Oh god.
Why does he sound Scottish?
Because he's a fucking dwarf.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually right. Why can't we get an Irish dwarf? Why can't we have an Irish dwarf, though?
Because screw you, that's why.
Yeah.
To be fair. No, wait, I was going to say, to be fair, dwarfs like the... So does the Irish.
Chusky, are you all good if I start, I want to start moving around. I want to move backwards a bit and kind of circle around.
Yeah. Alright, you're good where you have moved so far, and give me one moment right now, so stop moving for a second. I just want to double check something. I don't think it'll be an issue.
God, that was the biggest brain play. Mad props, my dude.
Appreciate it, my guy. Psychological warfare.
Okay.
Okay, actually, funnily enough, would you please roll a stealth check for me? Same bonuses that you've been having, but...
Okay.
All of us?
Let's go.
Whoever is moving.
Even me?
Yes, you.
Would I get an additional bonus since I'm outside the range of the light?
That's a 15.
Yes, but he is also a dwarf, so he has night vision.
Right, I'm also going to be taking a...
Okay. Give me 1 sec. Oh!
Oof.
Okay, so
You're waiting for that one, boss. You were waiting for that.
This dwarf is over here just like, I might want to get a bit away to a moment. That's not the right shade of green.
Does he start coming on over?
He starts coming towards the edge over here.
Good.
And looks over. And he stops around here and
Hold on.
looks straight in your direction.
Wait, where is he? Can you ping him for me? I can't see him over all. Oh, he's on the bed. Okay, sorry. I thought that was. All right. Give me one moment. I got an idea. Okay, perfect.
Oh no, what are you planning?
I got an idea. You see, Marasmus, he has 2 first-level spells. One I thought I'd never use, and one that I love using. So, let's see here. Yeah, it's within. It is within range.
Oh boy.
He's gonna go ahead and, well, he's noticing that. He's gonna begin jiggling, and he's gonna try and cast Charm Person.
What?
Jesus.
He has fucking Charm Person, and it's great.
He's Jello Jiggler.
He barely failed.
Yes.
God.
My God.
What does it do?
It's my trusted friend, the goopy thing.
The goopy thing! And Marasmus is going to start coming out of the goop. Yes, hello, it's good to see you again. Yes, I was adventuring, and I'm so happy to stumble upon you, my dearest friend. How have you been? He says in common.
Okay, I got an 8.
Oh,
How far can I move?
Wait. Did you read the notes? Back up a little bit.
Hold on.
He has a +2 versus poison spells and spell-like abilities.
Wait a minute, how the Wait, dwarves have that? Holy shit.
Yep, that's a
Let me
dwarven trait.
double.
He actually rolled a 15, so he passes.
Fuck!
I love the idea of the whole entire thing, but that is pertinent. He barely passes.
No, Trixie, in character, does it deliberately drag Marasmus out of the water?
Considering he has he's looking at the water, he's seeing an odd shade of green for the swamp, but he hasn't exactly pinpointed Marasmus, but basically if you move, you're gonna have to do a disadvantage stealth roll to get away versus his perception. You have used your 1 spell slot. Sadly, it failed.
Okay, that's fine.
And he peers into the water.
Can I make a question? The one.
You're cutting out, Aish.
Is that the one you like? You never.
Is that the one you like using, Marasmus, or is that the one you thought you'd never use?
That was the one that I'd never use, because, we would have been talking to everything other than considered humanoids. Well, we have, but still.
Yeah. Ah, boy. I am so sorry that failed, but it's...
No, it's fine.
It's funny either way.
Just one. It's such good RP, but it's fine.
I would have been so rule of cool.
You know what? I'm very tempted to just rule of cool.
I would be willing to sacrifice another spell slot if you want me to, or if you want me to take a penalty.
I will give you a deal with the devil. I will make it succeed, but you are out of 1st level spell slots.
That's fine. That's fine. So Erasmus is just like, oh shit, it's a dwarf, pushing it more.
You jiggle harder.
You overdrive.
He jiggles harder.
Ominous jiggling in the background.
The water begins vibrating.
It just sounds like a disco is going down, so let's go rave club.
It's my good friend, the jiggly thing.
Yes! Let's replay this. Yes, hello! It is... Yeah, in common, he's just spouting out. It's good to see you, my dear friend! Yes, I've been adventuring these swamps for so long, and finally I've come to see a familiar face. How have you been?
Oh, it has been a great time, even though this place is full of shit. I can't tell you how many times I've had to pull leeches out of my ass.
Oh, trust my dear friend, I understand about the leeches, but, well, let's just say that it turns out to be quite the snack for me.
I have to get off.
All right.
Yeah,
It's
if you'd like me to... Yeah, if you'd like me to, I could go ahead and continue blathering. Would you like me to roll like a deception or something like that?
No,
if these guys want to move or anything. Okay.
He's charmed and the other guys are out of here.
So.
Oh no, I was talking about like, if these guys want to do anything.
If
No, I gotta get going.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
If he is being verbal and we hear chattering in some language, we can assume things are going well.
Morasmus is physically coming out of the water.
Yeah.
Then, let me see if I.
Remember,
You just had my sight, so I don't know.
Oh shit, yeah.
So what brings you around these parts, laddie?
Ah, my dearest friend, I've been going ahead and, well, wandering these parts, been going ahead and furthering my adventures and stuff like that. Mostly, I've been trying to go ahead and transcribe some writing here. If you could go ahead and just check this out as he goes ahead and pulls out a fucking spell book with scribbles all over it. Just like, you see, I've been trying to go ahead and keep notes in terms of the ancient frog god culture.
Oh, what kind of preschooler wrote these runes?
Hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. You see, my dearest friend, it was one of the locals that I happened to come across. It was because they were not the best. They didn't know common all too well, but I let them.
Hey, look, this looks like they're trying to write Dwarven, but they're doing it upside down with a blindfold.
So, I've moved up 2 squares during all this.
You are fine where you are.
I'm sorry.
Can I actually see him now? Can't. He moved over.
I just slowly moving out of the way. No.
Hey, would you like to join us for some meal? We were about to butcher this thing. It seems to be unconscious. It seems to be unconscious at the moment, but it was giving up a good fight. We also got them over there, and at this point, Morasmus, you finally notice there are 2 boggards over here tied up.
Oh, my dearest friend. Oh, my goodness. You see, my dearest friend, those are actually locals of said people that I've been talking to. Oh, my goodness, there must be words. I don't understand that. It was probably a kerfuffle. Don't get me wrong. Oh, but...
What? I'm sorry to hear. Here, let me go untie them.
Of course, yes, but be careful, though. I need to go ahead and I'll let them know that it was all a misunderstanding. I understand that, mixed language barriers and stuff like that.
Still, we got this nice big frog here.
Oh, well, perhaps we can go ahead and, well, let me go ahead and think on a little bit, learning how to stew a frog.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Let me just start butchering it at least.
No, hold on a minute. By the way, this is entirely in character, Runt, in terms of the butchering the frog. Okay, good.
Once can't hear y'all, can't even tell what y'all are talking about.
Let me, actually, I got a big brain idea. Morasmus is going to go ahead and say, hold on. There is a thing that I wanted to go ahead and, I went ahead and learned from the frog people, you see. The frogs, they actually tend to be quite poisonous if they smell of cinnamon. Quite a little side knowledge of that. And with Matt, Morasmus is going to do a little bit of a jiggle, and he's going to go ahead and cast Prestidigitation. And what he's going to do is he's
on it.
Yeah, he's going to make it smell of cinnamon. And would you like? I can roll bluff if you want me to.
No, you don't even have to. He's just like, wait, is that right? Let's see. He just leans over and says, "My God, get rid of the thing!" He picks up the frog gently and just like waltzes over very slowly. He picks up the frog, goes over to the water, and just like gently lays it down here.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, none of that. I don't want to get any indigestion.
Get
enough for the bad ale that we've been bringing along.
Oh, my dearest friend, I'm so sorry to hear. Does the frog like regain consciousness and begin scurrying away?
You sense that it is still alive, but it is out pretty cold.
Oh, okay, so it's like knocked out.
Yeah, it was knocked out in some capacity. That's what you can tell, but it doesn't seem to be drowning. So you think it's fine.
Morasmus is going to, while the dwarf is turning back over to him, he's going to cast Mage Hand behind the dwarf, and he's going to begin pushing the frog out to the swamp water. So that way he's slowly drifting out there.
Oh yeah, he just sort of is slowly moving out further and further away. It's not even a huge deal for him as he bloop, 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 bloop.
Perfect. And Erasmus is going to begin no, yes, no worries. Just see, these people actually worship the frogs, they like to go ahead and basically Erasmus is going on a sort of tale of just whether it's bullshit or not, the man doesn't really know or care because clearly he's so enthralled.
Give him a historical and cultural lesson on the local goblins.
I love the idea of Morasmus just seen as this swamp historian, just yes, my dearest fellow, you see, flipping through pages.
Oh, you have some very interesting stories to tell, my friend.
Aye, that's correct. No, yes, it's very correct, very correct. Yeah, give me one moment, my dearest friend. You know what? We might be able to go ahead and find ourselves some. Oh, actually, here I got something for you. I went ahead and got it myself. Here, and he's going to go ahead.
Some of Tuka's soup.
No. I put this in my inventory. I swear to God, I have this. I pull out 4 cooked, quote unquote, leeches that I went ahead and took from the fucking thing.
Let me give this a try. He takes
and Morasmus, as he's about to put it into his mouth, Morasmus is going to again use flavor to go ahead and make it taste actually really delicious meat.
He's still out of sight.
I'm so sorry.
You're out of sight, and you are now behind this giant barrel thing that they have brought around.
Yep.
So,
I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't seem like I'm hogging the session.
No.
Brent's taking advantage of this. He hears commotion. He's like, "Oh, I can start moving up."
No worries.
Yeah.
And
every so often, I slowly move 5 inches. 5 feet.
Yeah, you can move 5 feet at a time.
Oh, cool.
So,
move 2.
Aish basically is just I imagine Ace is just you know what? I'm a bit squishy. You go on ahead. I'm just going to hide here.
Alright, so I'm just going to be right behind Runt.
Yep.
Okay, and Morasmus, as he's blathering effectively, what? How's the orc, or not the orc? How's the dwarf react?
It's a bit chewy.
Oh,
but it works.
It works. Actually, I may be able to go ahead and cook you some if you go ahead and happen to catch more. I tell you, leeches are quite the extravagant meal here. It's often going ahead and seen as disgusting. However, with a bit of salt, a nice bit of spices, I tell you.
Yeah, it does appear that this one got a little bit burnt, though. You may want to cook it a little bit lighter.
You're right on that one. I'm so sorry about that dearest chap here. Let me go ahead and free these gentlemen right here and go ahead
Oh, don't even bother. I got it right here. He just walks up and cuts the bindings with a knife.
And Morasmus is going to go ahead and being the diplomat, he's going to he's going to turn over to the door to say, give me one moment. They're probably scared and confused. And he's going to switch over to Bestial.
Oh yeah, tell him sorry for me. I didn't mean anything of the sort.
In Bestial, he's going to go ahead and say, listen, I went ahead. I have this dwarf underneath my spell. Go ahead and leave because it won't last long. Do not try and attack and kill them because more are coming back. More are coming back, and they will effectively kill you. So just go with your frog. Leave with your frog. Would you like me to roll diplomacy or something like that?
Keep in mind the boggards don't worship the frogs. That's the goblins thing.
Oh no, I was basically okay. Yeah, effectively, he's just trying to say you can try and get the fuck up while you still, or get the fuck out while you still can. Don't try and stab this guy. I got it underhandled. And if you try to, his friends are going to come back and kill you.
They both just look at you and sort of just nod. You've come to this understanding that the boggards are very slow talkers or not talkers at all, but they just sort of wander off and they actually go over the bridge here and they notice Runt and just sort of tilt their heads at you. The frog is alive.
Frog?
The frog is gone. They set it free.
At that, I think Rent would just get out of stealth. And I'm guessing he would hear Marasmus flying buggards.
Like, you've been able to hear Marasmus fine this whole time, but he would hear the bestial comment, assuming you're not doing it under your breath or something, right, Marasmus?
Yeah, he'd be able to. Marasmus would be doing bestial common in public, since he would probably understand that dwarves would know common and dwarvish, so bestial
the
common
dwarf
would
does
be.
not know bestial comment. It does not react at all to what you're saying.
Rent.
Other than, actually, he probably perks up and says, "What kind of weird, pretty language is speaking there?"
Which I'd like to cut out of character. Marasmus is just jiggling in vocal form, just like. Just, what kind of pretty language are you saying? Oh. My dearest friend, I apologize. It's a thing that I happened to pick up while journeying along my travels, but regardless, yes. Luckily, they should be heading out on their way. Well, I don't want to go ahead and... Well, is there anything that you... What exactly are you... Well, I assume your traveling party is going to be coming back soon. I heard what happened about your horses. I'm so sorry about that. They kind of ran away because of the gator.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, they'll be back. They'll bring him back. Them horses is getting spooked all the time.
So, I think hearing Marasmus talking casually in a weird language, Rent is going to ask if he can come up, because this is the first non-hostile type creature this has interactions been with, and Rent wants to investigate.
Yeah, can I roll, Trisky, can I actually roll a intelligence or like is there like an intuition check? I want to be able to wonder how much time we have before those guys would reasonably get back with their horses, since it seems like they're walking off after running horses.
They're sprinting after them, but the horses are obviously much faster.
Okay, I didn't know how much longer we would be able to have to conversate.
You have like a half hour.
Oh, okay, damn, yeah, so no, this guy's charmed for a full hour. Okay, we're Gucci.
Is it like per level?
It is a...
Yeah,
okay,
you cast it at first level, right? So yeah.
It's just a duration of an hour. I would have said per.
It said 1 hour per level, yeah. But he's only casting it at first level, so it's 1
hour.
Oh,
I was looking at presentation. Yeah. So 2 hours of charm? Technically your second level is always...
it's per spell, like the level he casts the spell at.
Wait, I don't think there's upcasting in this?
In Pathfinder, your spell level is considered what level you are. So
yeah, it means like wizard level, sorcerer level. Yeah, so
okay, 2 hours. So yeah, 2 hours.
Awesome. All right. Well, seems like they're going to be quite busy away, and like is Run like making himself known, like
He'll probably start walking across the bridge.
All right.
Oh, it's one of the little people.
Oh, no, don't worry. I actually recognize this one. He's actually hold on a minute. He's actually a very fine chap, he's got he's very, very interesting. He's got a nice little frog. He's part of the frog god cult that I was talking about. He's saying in common, but then he's turning back and saying to Runt, basically or he says in bestial common, he says in normal common first to the dwarf. Hold on a minute. He's probably a little bit worried about what's happened with the frog fella. I should go ahead and let him know. And Marasmus is going to turn over to Runt and say, yeah, I completely charmed this guy. He's under my spell. He's very friendly now. And, you can speak to him for a decent amount of time. And, yeah, approach casually.
Hearing that, Runt's going to say, well, I can't speak that gobbledygook. You're going to need to speak for
that's no problem. I could be a translator.
Chase, are you still trying to be stealthy at this point, or have you broken out of that?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. Maybe I should just... Yeah, like...
A moving chair. Click, 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 click.
Yeah, how will Marasmus... Well, okay, you know what? Marasmus is a goop of... And he charmed the dwarf into... I mean, you can just basically... try to schmooze your
so you're going to go ahead and allow me to bullshit my way through this?
Yeah,
basically.
I'm letting your bullshit do your work. I'm just an associate.
Will do. So,
My lord, why is that therapist chair walking towards us? Is that a bloody sword?
Yes, you see, my dear friend, it appears that Runt is actually, it's quite a good thing you happen to get rid of that frog, you see, because he actually is quite handy in terms of magic. He's able to go ahead and make things from, he's able to go ahead and bring things to life and able to communicate with things, such as frogs and, hell, even chairs. That's his steed right there.
Dear lord, I wouldn't want to fight a chair.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, is Jason Bourne?
Yes, you see, my dear friend, we were actually curious about what was going on here, and he was very worried about that frog, my dear friend. He was very, very worried, so it's a good thing that you decided to take the initiative and let him go.
Oh yeah, no worries. You see, we're out here because the mayor of the town down there wanted us to check out the area in case it was a good site for more of the brush moving.
The brush? Oh, here, give me one moment. Let me go ahead and...
knowledge, history check for me?
Yes, I can go ahead and do that. And by the way, Morasmus is going to go ahead and say, give me one moment. I'm positive you might want to hear about this. And he's going to go ahead and relay the information to, Runt and Chase in Bestial.
Well,
Okay.
go ahead. No, I'll let him do his roll first.
15.
15. All right. You know from what visions you've had back and forth of the life of that motherfucker you consumed, that Brosh is the name of a nation of mixed races, and they appear to be one of the factions of folks currently on one of the foreigner factions on Morgram.
Oh,
So
very
you're
interesting.
assuming he's talking about a Brosh village down to the southwest, wanting to scout out for more Brosh villages.
Oh, well, I must go ahead and say that there definitely aren't any villages out here. Hell, there's only Danger, what I know of. Quite dangerous place out there. Hell, I almost got eaten by an alligator myself, as well as claiming the... would Morasmus know that was a hydra? A three-headed creature, yes.
I mean, if you wanted to roll knowledge nature and see if you can bullshit that knowledge in, sure.
Is it bullshit
It's up
though?
to you.
Because we almost ran into a...
I think a three-headed, well, he would know a dragon, so like a three-headed dragon.
Giant
he'd play that.
three-headed dragon thing. Jeez.
Yes!
That sounds like
I
a
know.
bad one.
Listen, my dearest friend, these areas are very, very dangerous. I would not recommend going ahead and scouting out a bit. At least, well, it's not a good place. That's why, because of my appearance, of course, I'm able to go ahead and slip past most unease and record things.
Yeah. It does seem like you've given me a lot of good information. I appreciate it. I hate wandering out here anyway. When they get back with the horses, they'll just let them know that we should turn around.
Of course. But one last thing, my dearest friend.
Hey?
Would you be able to go ahead and, you see, I'm hoping to go ahead and possibly do a little bit of trading from things that I've found around here. There's lots of knickknacks and things that I've found along these tribal...
All right, make me an offer. You
No.
see like a glint in his eye as he pulls out a thing of beer and sets it on the table. We're talking trade now, are we?
Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm so sorry. Erasmus is going to go ahead and say, well, I very much would like to go ahead and trade with you, but how about this? I would be willing to part with this, as well as my cooked leeches, and he's going to go ahead and pull out, for what he knows, the Clan of the Strong Man necklace, which is red and gold from the described colors, as well as the cooked leeches. And he's going to say,
You hand him the Clan of the Strongman necklace, and his face goes pale. He's just like, why do you have this?
I happened to stumble upon some of my travels. What do you mean?
You know not what this is? Jeez, are you daft? He just holds
No,
it
I'm a
up.
slime.
You make this response, and the color comes back to his face, and he just looks at you like, really?
Did you really just do that?
She's like, oh, you bloody idiot. This is the mark of the Inquisition!
Oh, good heavens!
You don't know what the Inquisition is.
I know, I'm going to go ahead and bluff it, don't worry. I'm gonna fucking match his reaction. Bada bing, bada boom. Fucking, oh, the Inquisition! Oh my goodness!
Yeah, now you're catching on, aren't you? You may want to put this back where you found it. Otherwise, they'll be pissed if they don't find it again. Where did you find it, by the way?
Listen, I can't go ahead and tell you because it is a very, very dangerous place and I wouldn't want to put you at risk. But basically, I am going to go ahead and sell you this. You do not want to pursue deep into these woods, my friend. There are very, very dangerous things out there. Even an Inquisitor couldn't survive. Like, would you like me to roll diplomacy to really let that set in to his head?
Roll your diplomacy.
Okay. Oh my god!
Just casually roll a 19, okay.
Casual with a plus 8, I'm sorry.
A casual 19, he's just like, you know what, my friend, I trust you. I'll take this off your hands, I'll make sure nobody knows about it, alright?
Alright, well...
And yeah, treat yourself to something nice. He gives you a pouch. You can't understand what's in it because your sense is that weird.
I'll put in mysterious pouch in my inventory.
Basically later on, like, I'll just tell you this now, but you figure this out later on. It's a pouch with, like, 10 gold in it.
Oh, what a kind gentleman.
So, watching them do this thing, Rent is going to give a... Marasmus, I got a question for you.
I still can't get over how weird this dialect sounds.
I'm so sorry about this. Yeah, he's saying, like...
Oh, you go on!
Give me one moment, my dear friend. Erasmus is going to goop around him. Hey, what's up? Sorry.
Oh, that feels so weird when you pass me.
What's he doing here? What's this going on?
So basically, what's effectively happening is he's going to be, or he's intentionally scouting ahead for the Bursch?
B-R-O-S-H.
The Brosh Nation. They have a town settled, which, by the way, Morris was going to go back. I'm sorry I keep on jumping back. I'm going to go ahead. While I'm going ahead and talking to my friend, dear dwarf, would you be able to go ahead and write down a map on return to the village? I wish to go ahead and do more trading with them in the future. As he goes ahead and lays his map
sure! We've been doing our best to keep track. I think that she was holding on to something. Let me have a look around here. And he wanders over to where she was sleeping. She being the only female, assumedly, in the party. As he wanders over here and starts looking for something.
No worries. And Marasmus is going to go back. So basically, right now, I'm going ahead and convincing him to convince his other party members to not pursue further in terms of how dangerous this place is. And, apparently the clan of the strongman is... I was somewhat right, because it's something important called the Inquisition.
Inquisition.
Yes.
Sounds quite... Yeah, this is a very, very unusual word.
It scares the bloody hell out of the man, so it must be quite powerful. Even to find it on his corpse, then... I was able to use that to dissuade him from pursuing this place further, and hopefully he does it with his group.
Well, listen, his group looking for a place to put other people here. That sounds about right.
What do you mean by that?
They looking to build.
Oh, they were looking to build, but I managed to convince them otherwise, to tell them that it's too dangerous to build here.
It is, but you can tell them that if they talk to the chiefs of the swamp, they might be able to get permission and even get help. Listen, as long as they follow the rules, goblins, harmony, frog, they can do whatever.
I will very much go ahead and let him know that. I did want to go ahead and speak on your behalf, but this is definitely news to me.
I found it!
From what it sounded like, those other tall fellers, those were bad ones, right?
Yes.
You vaguely remember that the outfits and attire of the guys that you basically murdered randomly looked like that of petty thieves.
Runt will pull out the piece of paper he had with the bounty on it and just jam it in Marasmus. Give him that. Tell him we took care of them because they were trespassing. Technically, these guys are trespassing, but they weren't. Well, I know the other ones, but they were intruding. But
Of course.
tell them they need permission.
What's that little thing shoving in you?
As Morales turns around, I imagine in his right eye, it's the monocle. The left, in like a left eye slot, there's a fucking map or like a paper.
Oi, let me just exchange this for you. He takes out the map that he was looking for and pulls it out, and he takes the paper out of your eye and puts the other one in.
Thank you about that, friend. And Morales was going to go ahead and tell them. Would you guys want me to like relay this in character, or do you want me to go ahead and just say Runt said this?
Yeah, we could just skip that a little bit quickly, and like you relay that information to them. It's just like, oh, these guys, they were being drunkards and assholes back in the village. Wait, you're telling me that did?
Well, some of them are. 2 of them escaped. Again, the swamp is a
Only one of
dangerous
them
place.
Actually, was it only one of them that escaped?
One escaped. The other one got dragged.
So yeah.
Yeah, the last one got eaten by leeches.
Only one of them escaped.
What's up, Chase?
Yeah, only one of them escaped, I believe, yeah.
Alright. He's just like, oh, damn. Good riddance!
Alright then.
Oh, they were assholes, I tell ya. Didn't even know how to have a good drink. They always bought the cheap shit.
You knew them?
I wouldn't say knew him. I
No.
would say I lived with him. They was full of shit.
Oh, wow. Well, also, he wished to go ahead and let me know that, in terms of you guys expanding out here, he recommends that you send people to, well, he recommends that if you wish to pursue out here in terms of your scouting, to please talk with the local tribes and things like that. Specifically,
Tribes.
the...
Well, you
Yes.
see, there's a bit of a problem with that.
Yes?
We can't talk to them.
Yeah, well, I can. I know that I'm going to be staying with, Runt for quite a while, so if needed, I'd be happy to be a translator if needed.
Oh, really? Sounds like a good idea to me.
Actually, at this point, Runt will remember. Oh wait, Merasmus, can you ask him if there was an encounter with a goblin that they did, or is it a different group of people?
A goblin encounter?
A
He's
goblin
asking
that
about
they
the group that killed Turk.
I wish to go ahead and yes, he wishes to ask me. Was there a potential an incident with a hunting party and a goblin that you do you happen to know of anything in terms of a goblin being potentially slain?
I don't remember anything of the sort. What was this?
It was a few days or a day ago, I believe.
Yeah, I
Or
said
was it a
where,
day?
not when, you get.
All right then. It was.
it wasn't the shrine. It was.
It was to the southeast of your tribe, so it's like due east of here.
Due east of here. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot
we haven't
Morales
been that
said-
far yet.
No, well, again, if you go ahead and come across any tribals, do be cautious. They are well. I don't. We don't want any unstable relations to occur between the two.
Well, you see, what happened with those two toad guys that we met? They just attacked us out of nowhere.
Yes. You see, that was because, Runt has told me that's his name, by the way. That if you trespass on their lands, that they tend to get quite hostile.
Very
Unfortunate.
territorial they are.
Unfortunately,
Well, if anyone broke into my house, I'd beat him over the head with this axe, so...
Fair enough. Do you happen to have an extra map? Maybe we could mark off which places not to go.
Let me check my stuff. Wanders back over to his things over here. He just like turns back over and looks at Chase, and he's just like, I swear to God, it is so trippy to see a chair walking around.
So I think at this point, Gobbles might have slowly meandered over to here just to be closer to.
So I would like Gobbles to roll a perception check at disadvantage for me. No chance in hell. Okay.
Gobbles is unaware,
Doesn't
intentional.
notice. He scrounges around in his stuff over here near where actually he's checking the human guy's stuff, and he's scrounging around in there, and he pulls out something. Finally found something. Yeah, I guess it's legible enough. And he picks that up and brings it back over and sets it down on the table and spreads it out. It's like a very vague, rough map of the area thus far as they have traveled.
Okay. And Marasmus is going to go ahead and he's going to be like, give me one moment. And he's going to go ahead and take this. He's going to bring it over to Runton and saying, all right, now I can't read. Would you be able to point out the areas of which you don't want these people treading on in terms of toads and stuff like that?
So first off, do I recognize the terrain that they mapped?
You like we've established, you haven't really been down in this area, but you can sort of understand, like, based on your travel down here, like you see some relatively familiar stuff. You basically can place yourself on this map.
So, and I'm aware of the kind of zoning boggards do, so I can easily mark out those. Yeah.
And then I would like you to give me a knowledge geography check.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Holy shit. Decent.
It takes you a while.
And then from there, I will also mark. I'll try to put, like, signifying a frog face for toad face for the boggards, and a frog face, like, pointing somewhere, indicating where the goblins tribe is.
He watches you do this, and he's just like, so those are the same, right?
Ooh. I just look at him.
Oh yeah, he doesn't understand. Rasmus is going to go. Wait, is he making a racist fucking remark here? Hold on.
Here's the thing. You are so entwined with the swamp and your culture that you know the difference between a frog and a toad at a glance. He's a fucking foreigner.
Yeah, that's fair.
that is fair.
So you're drawing a frog, and then as far as he's concerned, you're drawing a slightly different frog.
I'm assuming Erasmus is translating. And
yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll draw, like, little plumages on the toad, so that way, because they wear feathery decorations.
They wear, like, feathered stuff. That makes more sense. Looks like what they were wearing. I get it. Any of you want any ale?
Oh, I love some ale. Would it be? Do you have any bottles of any chance?
No.
Bottle. Yeah, here we go. You just hear, like, the pop of a cork, and he shoves a bottle into Erasmus.
What's that?
Oh my god. What? I was hoping to go ahead and possibly save it, but fair enough.
Brent is actually curious to see what's in the bottle.
Yeah, do I need to roll a fortitude save or anything like that? Does alcohol mix well with slimes?
Shots.
I feel like, yeah, actually do roll me a fortitude save.
Oh my god, I really hope I get in that one. Yeah, I failed!
Basically. Erasmus, you are now tipsy.
This is good shit, my friend, yes.
You really can't hold your liquor, can you?
I'm a fucking slime.
Fair point. I don't know how the heck you work.
Very good. As well as... Hold on a minute. He begins, like, trying to speak in common to Runt. He's just like, oh, right.
Hey, you ain't speaking his language right. Get your head on straight. Well, I mean, you don't have a head, but never mind.
Get your Cuban straight. Is there anything else? Is there anything you wish for me to talk to this man a bit more? Or are we all set? I can't tell if you are still bloodthirsty or not. And by the
Are
way,
you okay?
I will have you know that I am Erasmus Goop. I am not okay.
Okay. Wanted to find- Yeah. Make sure you tell them that when you're encroaching on the Boggart territory, just to make yourself loud and noticed, and say, "Oh wait, no, they don't understand." Just tell them to say this as best as they can, and I'll tell them that they are non-hostile and just passing through.
So this is the funniest part of this exchange right now. The best way for you to convey what it sounds like is for him to roughly translate it into common.
Can I do?
But you can't read or write. So we're at a bit of an impasse.
This make him.
Here's we've reached an impasse.
And you're also tipsy.
I'm also tipsy.
We're gonna sit here. We're gonna play We're gonna play mocking. He's gonna try until the dwarf gets it. Mimic runt.
You're just fucking playing charades with this dwarf right now.
Yes.
We only have probably 10 minutes left until they get back.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah. For the fact that we're non-hostile, actually engaging in conversation.
Yeah, but this guy is also charmed.
Yeah.
Right, so he can vouch for us. The other people don't know.
You have no idea how they'll react, basically.
That is fair. That is fair, but
I think they'd be really pissed off that we freed their meal and their two guys. So I mean, Merasmus is kind of hoping to make this quick, get as much information as we can, and boof out. But if you guys want to stay, we can stay.
Well, if we're gonna dip, just let them know. If the boggards show up, don't do any hostile movement, and I guess I'll give them if there was an incident where they forgot to mention, but they had no hostile, would there be an indication saying that they're non-aggressive? They didn't know, they forgot.
Probably putting down their weapons or sheathing them.
I mean, the dwarf doesn't have his weapons drawn.
No. I'm asking for instances where a goblin forgot to announce himself. Is there
there is basically a huge apology ritual for not warning them? You're talking about the boggards?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine groveling.
Okay. I will tell Merasmus, if they accidentally encroach on the boggards without properly communicating, tell them to just grovel and it's a means of apology to them, even if it is demeaning.
Okay, let me try it. He's gonna turn over. So, if you go ahead and go to the area, and they find you and they try to attack you, they go ahead and accept groveling like a little bitch as an apology. I know it's you're like a dwarf, and that's kind of not your thing, and it'd probably be better to kill them, but if you want to go ahead and just spare the bloodshed, it would be a lot easier if you just played along. Like this! And Merasmus is going to go ahead, and the fucking cube, kind of like a crate, just flips upward and slams face down. Fucking Merasmus is face down on the floor, and he just begins jiggling.
You have this dwarf looking at you. That's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life, and he just takes a fucking ale and drinks it.
Good. Alright. And yeah, Merasmus goes ahead and switches, and then he's just hi. And he turns over to it. Is there anything you wish to tell Mr. Dwarfy Man?
Oh, yeah! They don't speak the language, but I may as well do them the pleasure of saying my name. I am Zarun Banehammer.
It says his name is Zorn Baneborn. He says the land beast.
So I'm going to allow this. He's going to run, but obviously if you mispronounce it and say cunt, I would be all for that.
That's good. Hold on. Marasmus is a bit tipsy. Let me go ahead and see if he would think of that at the time. Fuck yes, he would. Yes, he says
I hate
his
to rain
name.
on your parade, but you've already introduced him as Runt.
Oh.
It's fine.
Fuck. Never mind. No worries. Yeah.
I love
Shit.
the idea, but you have
Yeah.
already... Oh yeah, his name
That's
is Runt,
fine.
by the way.
That's fine.
Damn.
That's Runt, and that's Chair.
Jeez.
I just imagine at that point that Erasmus breaks down laughing.
He's introducing us in bestial.
Yeah. That's Runt, and that's he goes, and that's Chair. Chase what? Good. Okay, that's shit. That's Chase.
I thought that was just something that the goblin made. You named it?
He named it. It's like a thing, but like not a thing. You know, it's kind of like me, but like like a chair. Chair me.
I'm a bit on the confused side, but I'll just take your word for it.
It's like dwarven craftsmanship, but like fucking magic, dude.
Wait, is
Anyways,
it like one of the mimic things?
Maybe? What's a mimic? Oh my god. I just got notified of all the drunk Marasmus. I am so sorry. This is great. Oh, look. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Oh.
You know, all the art she's posting. And my favorite one right now is just the very simple, oh yeah, I got dark vision.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
Let
dude
me pull
wins.
this up for the stream.
This is... I feel like I have to pay you, dude. What the fuck? This is, like, amazing.
No problem.
That's her method of taking notes.
Yeah,
That's how I take
yeah,
notes.
this is just her journal.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh god. Yeah, it's up for the stream right now. They can all see it.
This is so great, dude. Oh, bravo. I'm saving this. I'm saving this.
I'm sorry, that dude emote. That dude needs to be an emote. It's just too good.
I'll cut that out and make it an emote for the server, at least for the Discord server.
Become Swamp.
Become dude. Oh boy. All right. So a little bit more time passes by. He is still quite entranced, and you hear the sounds of hoofbeats in the distance.
Well, Runt, we may need to leave, or did you want to talk with them? Let's make it boss style, though.
I look to the dwarf. He can relay all that information, right?
Yeah, and we could leave.
Yeah. Tell them
Yes.
if they go to the swamp to either seek me out specifically or to seek out the chief.
Okay.
I'll let the chief know.
Yes, my dear friend, if we need any, or if you need anything, seek out specifically this goblin right here, or seek out his chief. But for now, I believe I need to go ahead and head on out, unfortunately. Time flies when you're having fun. Yes.
Alrighty. Well, it's been a good time knowing you. And he takes the bottle of ale that he's finished and chucks it into the water off in this direction.
Oh no.
And as it is about to land in the water, a tentacle shoots out and grabs it midair and crushes it.
Like I said, dear friend, this place is very dangerous.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Bye.
As you start moving past there, what
Yeah?
you notice is that darker portion of the pond is much deeper.
Oh, it's here. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know where it was. The tentacle came out of.
And you hear the gushing and swirling of water as this pops out.
Do I know what that is?
You know of the legendary Froghemoth.
I will.
And your intuition runt is to fucking run.
I will look at Erasmus with the sense of, oh, it's the god, and also, oh, it's the god.
Oh, it's the god.
It's the god.
Telling him to tell the other guy to run. And Cobbles is gone.
What the fuck? Okay, fine. Raz is just like, oh, pleasure meeting you. You might want to fucking run now. Goodbye. And fucking books.
Wait, what? Oh, shit!
Yeah, let's bolt.
He starts running.
I mean,
in the
I might
general
be.
direction.
I might be a chair of.
Runt is riding Gobbles as they leave.
He's running in the general direction of the horses as this giant Froghemoth thing comes out of the water, disturbed by the glass that was thrown in its direction. There's glass shards on the surface of the water, but none of you are paying attention as you're fucking getting out of there. And that is where we will end off this session for today.
Yes, that was so good.
That was fun. That was really fun.
I had that Froghemoth there the whole time, and that was the point of the disadvantage perception checks.
Was that for my stealth check?
Yeah, you walked a tile next to it. I was seeing if you perceived it.
I am so surprised I'm not dead. Holy shit.
Yeah. It also would have emerged had they killed the frog.
Oh my fuck, I got luck. Oh my god.
You saved the. Oh, you saved it.
Dude, I saved them? The frog. Holy shit.
Yeah, you might have also indicated brokering peace between that civilization and the swamp.
By complete accident, and you got drunk.
If they had seen the frog, if Brent had seen the frog on the pedestal, he'd have probably just would have gone. We wouldn't have held.
Yeah.
So I will say right now, running away from something doesn't count as defeating it, because I am not giving you. I am not giving you guys all 25,600 XP that a Froghemoth is worth.
Yeah.
As a
But we didn't disturb it. We did not disturb it this entire combat, which I will say is impressive.
Yeah. The Froghemoth is in your journals now. If you want to look at its stats, just out of curiosity.
Froghemoth.
Strength 30.
Alright, Froghemoth.
We just see bio and info.
Oh, damage from electricity.
Let me get you a screenshot of it, and I'm going to pull it up on the stream as well.
So, low-key, this also probably just made Run blessed by the Froghemoth.
You basically just stared into the face of basically a prophet of your god.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
But yeah,
holy shit!
that is the end of this session. As assumedly Aish fucking sprints and joins you all.
Nah, we leave.
Reality.
Yeah,
I'm guessing we're going the other way of the dwarf, essentially.
We're going north.
Yeah.
You guys like run far enough away that you think you're safe, and then you go due north, and the dwarf is going straight towards the horses, and he basically you hear Merasmus in the distance, him like being like, "Hey, no, not that way. No, bad idea.
Run! They're like, wait, why? What's wrong? We got
Just trust me. Bad idea. That way."
Just the dwarf running. No!
So I want to point out, if you're still on the funny, if you look at the Froghemoth, those spots on the side of its head aren't its eyes. The brown stalk on the front of its face.
Oh my god, dude! It's 22 feet tall.
Yep.
That's a big frog. No,
There's a huge bitch.
So
I
we're
want to
talking-
just piss off God.
So we're talking Hollow Earth. The frog has a layer underneath. The swamp.
And the one thing I will say, just for a bit of closure, is you have an odd feeling that the blood red shrine may have been in some way related to this froghemoth.
Oh, he was pissed. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, they had to summon the big boy.
So, from Runt's knowledge, at this point, that party and the other party that killed his might not be intertwined, because there might, as far as Runt knows, there could be however many people exploring the swamp.
It
So it could
really
be-
depends on what Marasmus tells you. Like, if you
Well-
realize the information. I know Marasmus at this point knows that the dwarf hated those guys. That you mostly killed earlier. They also don't know anything about what you were talking about with the goblins.
Right.
Yeah, he would relay that information.
So again, so Runt knows that these particular people aren't hostile, at least right now.
No.
Yeah,
And
they're
they have
separate.
not-
They're separate groups of actors.
Right.
Well-
So.
Right.
Yeah.
But with that, I say we all say goodbye to the chat. Thank everyone for coming by for this session of the Monsters of Morgram. We hope you've
Thank
enjoyed.
you.
Take care, y'all.